dusty coats torn and frayed. 6 feet under, but he ain't gonna stay. Stomping the ground like a thunderous quake. On his stage, back for America's sake. He's carving truth with a fiery hand, splitting lies like he split the land. Rails to freedom, the hammer still pounds. Resurrected, Abe Lincoln shakes the ground. Bloodstained history sees it all, from the courthouse steps to the Capitol halls. A phantom voice with a justice demand. He's here to lead, but not to hold hand. He's carving truth with a fiery hand, splitting lies like he split the land. Rails to freedom, the hammer still pounds. Resurrected, Abe Lincoln shakes the ground. The beard of wisdom, the eyes of wrath, dragging this country down a righteous path. Chains will shatter, lies will fall. On a stage, shambles standing tall. He's carving truth with a fiery hand, splitting lies like he split the land. Rails to freedom, the hammer still pounds. Resurrected, Abe Lincoln shakes the ground. Top hats, dusty coats torn and frayed. 6 feet under, but he ain't gonna stay. Stomping the ground like a thunderous quake. On his stage, back for America's sake.
Well, hello. I don't know who all's here. Looks like maybe one person watching. Oh, goodness gracious. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I am a little worn out today. Sorry if I sound like I'm a little worn out today. Figured I should at least get on. I was out doing stuff all day, but I figure why not get on and chat, talk before bed anyhow. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Yeah. I don't really know what to talk about. Obviously, there's a crap ton going on. Like always, there's always something going on. Yeah. I don't know. We have quite the space here on the internet. It's nice to be able to have conversations with people randomly or planned. I'd love to do some bigger interviews and maybe some bigger debates as well in the future, but time will tell. I'm sure everybody's seen all the stuff going on all over, but yeah, has nothing to do with me, so figure I'd hop on, see if anybody wants to chit chat, hang out, goof off. at least for a little while. I don't plan on doing a long stream this time, but I'm here, so if that says anything. So yeah, if I don't know who else here. It looks like I got a couple viewers or one viewer, so I know Rob's going and probably others as well. Sarah's going. I was looking through the live streams earlier. TrippyCast is going, or was at least. Oh, Andrew's also going. Midnight TikTok invasion. Crazy. Fun. I'm sure that's enjoyable. Thrashing, I don't know, what do you want to call them? Adversaries, thrashing adversaries. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. So, I'm sure. Basically, one of the things I want to say is I'm pretty neutral as a person. I don't intend to make trouble with people. I don't intend for people to make trouble with me. That doesn't mean that I won't stand up for myself, but I don't want in other people's fights. That's definitely one of those things that's like, people can keep that between them, and I don't need to be a part of it. And I'm not going to cast blame or aspersions on anyone because that's not my business. If somebody has a problem with somebody else, that's their business, not mine. And I don't need to know, and I don't need to fight other people's battles, and I don't need other people to drag me into anything either. So I think it's best to stay the neutral party, be a Switzerland, if you will. I don't see the point in infighting, so to speak, I guess. But I can understand if you're pushed to defend yourself, then you should do that. But yeah. I would much rather edify others, right? Like build each other up, help each other out, make things grander and greater for others. That's a better way to be about your business, right? Edifying others is better than a destructive path. So I think that's my way forward. I don't want to cause any hell between people, and I don't want people causing hell between me and other people. So I think it's best to help build each other up, edify each other, and be of good moral fiber, so to speak, right? So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I suppose there's still only one viewer, which is probably me. So I'm just like talking to myself because, I'm a goofy dude. So I suppose if it populates and anybody does want to come talk, that would work too. Banned. Approved. Yeah. So I suppose what I'll do is I'll just like turn on music until somebody joins, if they're gonna join, and we'll call it good from there. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Just turn on music and wait. Yo. How's it going, Mr. Mister? Good to see you. Not a lot of people on right now, it seems. You feel like talking? I mean, I don't know what all's gone on today. I was out in the woods most of the day, so I haven't paid super close attention to the internet today. Oh, look at that. Oh man, you're a tiny Emmett.
I am tiny.
What? Why are you so small, Emmett?
I don't know. It's your grandeur.
Oh, there we go. Much better.
The grandeur of the king.
That was so funny. Tiny Emmett. Look,
Sir Emmett Lot.
boom. Tiny Emmett Lot.
Yeah, it's Abe the
Oh,
King and Sir Emmett Lot.
Sir Emmett Lot of Emmett Lotstan. What?
No. Of the Grand Caliphate of Londonia.
Oh, wait, what? You're not in Londonia. Get out of here with that. Goodness
Mr.
gracious.
Mister, yo.
Yeah, Mr. Mister's in the chat.
I might be gone in like 5 minutes.
Oh,
We've been cleaning fucking house and
ooh.
I've been up and down all day long.
Oh, jeez.
I just what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna download at this time my debate so I can upload it on my channel. And maybe tomorrow I'll do that, and then I'll do a little recap of what I think was the best part of my debate.
It's a good idea. Do a breakdown of your own.
I'm not gonna go all of it. I think it was like 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's a slog.
It's a slog, yeah.
So, well, that would be cool, though. I mean, I suppose when you're gonna do it, let me know. I'll come over, and if I'm
Yeah. It's gonna be tomorrow. I've been wanting to hit up on Spiro and be like, hey, you know what? I need you. Probably do it tomorrow. Next day, I'm gonna do the the game document design or game document proposal for Lower Class Simulator. Go through that. Tell people how you're supposed to do it. Maybe talk a little bit about that, and then I want to do a interview slash like talk with Spiro about AI and about problems with AI and
it's a good idea.
What he thinks about the development in his area and stuff like that, because he's a coder. He's a cool coder.
Yep. I've watched a bunch of his. I've watched a bunch of his streams, and holy crap, the stuff he talks about is troublesome, right?
Yeah, he's wow, he made a breakdown of Nvidia and talk about how Nvidia is pretty much Ponzi scheming the stock market.
Yeah.
It's a big freaking Ponzi scheme in the stock market.
Right. Well, and I watched his talks about like the AI command prompt and programming with the newer models, and how screwed up it is, like pulling out words because they might have racial association, and like you can't use certain colors, you can't use certain words specifically because it could be offensive to the programmer, because it's not like the player is going to see that, right? That's background language in the game. So
it's not
wild.
It's wild. Yeah, it's wild. It is just wild.
It's one of those things that makes you go, really? Really? You change the coding language to not be offensive in the background of the game. Okay.
And the reasons why too, like, oh well, we're not gonna be racist in the code.
Right.
That no one's supposed to see.
This brick can't be called black. Like what? It can't be what?
Do you know that they started doing the same thing with like codes and cobblers and stuff like plumbing? Do you know they used to have like male, female?
Yeah, it's wild.
It was easy. And I don't even know what they're using now, but they wanted to change that so that you couldn't use the male, female.
Probably like thing. Insert and receiver or something instead. Like I don't like why.
Partnered and partnered.
Yeah. A and B.
A and B.
We're just gonna start calling men A and women B, and there'll be no sex anymore. It'll just be A and B.
Well, they're doing that, body type A, body type B.
Or A and E. Adam and Eve. A and E.
A and E. Yeah, that's too biblical though. We have to change it
I
to
don't
A
care.
and L.
No.
They're gonna be like, well, we're gonna change it
Okay.
to A and L.
Of course they would. Of course they would. Does that mean a man with two wives would be ALL? He'd be all?
A man with two wives is a double L.
A double L. You're right.
Double L.
You're right.
Now we got Adam and Steve. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
A and S.
regular. A and S.
Oh no, that's just ass.
It's just Adam,
Oh.
Steve, and Esteban. He likes Latinos. What? Steve and Esteban? No. The friends.
Steve and Stefan. What the fuck?
Esteban. Stefan would be French. He likes Latino, so it's Esteban.
Steven.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So you had a long day too then.
Yeah, and I have homework like my last day. I have my last day tomorrow. So tomorrow's the last day I'll be on school. And I have homework to do, and I can't I can't take a break of cleaning.
That's
So-
terrible.
my mom is having a harder time than me. She's the one that wants everything perfect, and she's like a B right now after work. It's like, okay,
Yeah, that's
you gotta rest, woman. You gotta rest, and she's like, no, gotta keep on working.
you're like, don't
Okay.
give yourself a coronary. Let's calm down.
I was gonna make a very bad joke, but I will refrain myself because I don't want to.
Well, I mean,
At this point,
at this point, does it really matter? Does anything really matter at this point? I mean,
can I have the coronary?
I
Can
just
it
had
be
it,
me?
please. Just let it happen.
I'll take the bullet. At this point, I'll take the bullet.
Just give me the lead, please. Oh man,
I thought you
Uh,
were gonna go to sleep, and
I
like,
was.
I'll go to sleep too.
I was
Well-
like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to bed.
Oh, I was gonna have a talk with the flow state today about the age of consent, but no. Sorry, bad topic. About consent,
Oh, okay.
purely consent, because I've been listening to people that doesn't understand that I think that consent is completely whack, made up word that means absolutely nothing, and it's just a way for people to just pretty much the A part. I don't know if I can say the word without it being
Look,
TOS.
I think that the word consent is primarily a political term in its origination.
Well, what I'm saying is they use consent as a
Oh,
way to get around pretty much SA, and I think that it is pretty much every single time is it's pretty much a say when it's outside of marriage and people don't care. Don't get it. So a person was the other day talking to me. It's like, "Oh, you don't think SA can happen in marriage?" And I'm like, "No. What can happen is the abuse part.
Right.
So, but the S part is not actually any problem. You know, you get married, you're sharing a body.
Well, there's the whole thing is like there's a framework difference, right? Like if you believe in biblical principles and biblical teaching, then you would agree that the authority over one another's bodies exists once the marriage is existent, right? But outside of marriage, you have no authority over anybody, right? Except for your own. And even
Well,
then,
even then, it's considered pretty much self A.
Right. Right.
So
So
I'm trying to pretty much like a person just they all get so offended every single
instantly,
time.
instantly, yes.
And I was like, it doesn't exist. The problem is the problem is the abuse. It's not the S. Everything.
Well,
How dare you? How can you say that?
we've
Oh
gotten
my
so
god!
far. We've gotten so
Yeah.
far away from everything, right? We've gotten so far away from uh, biblical principles and a foundational belief system, right? There's a time in the past where this stuff would have been at the very least understood by most people and accepted by primarily the larger amount of people. In this day and age, though, we've gotten so far away from any foundational principles in general society that the connection. Sorry, are you good?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'm gonna probably have to leave for about 10
you're good.
minutes and I'll be back.
You're good. You're good.
Finish your point and I'll
Uh,
be gone for a moment.
so I'm just saying, like, the foundation of relationships, the foundation of the household, the foundation of all of that, it comes from biblical principles. And the moment that we stepped away from those, the whole society kind of fell apart, right? There's no accountability for your children. There's no accountability for your sex life. There's no accountability for marriages. If there's nothing undergirding what those things mean, then they mean nothing. You can just do whatever. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like it's
That's
us falling
really-
into do what thou wilt. Just do whatever. You can do whatever. It's fine.
Well, I the other day I was with Ryan. I pretty much said that because he was telling me that how can I say that? How can I say that the SA doesn't exist? And I was like, well, you believe that you can just go ahead and use women, and you're gonna use them and discard them and throw them away, never see them again, and be like that. So who's actually wrong in this case? Who's actually
Right.
worse? So I'm not doing that. So.
Well, and if we
Yeah.
want to go biblical, right? If you slept with that woman, you married her.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about that. Even if it's biblical, like
Right.
you
But
were to
that's what
do
I'm
it
saying.
and then you just leave.
Right. You've
You
not
know.
only committed SA, you have committed SA, and then you made that person into an adulteress.
Mhm.
By
Pretty
by
much.
sleeping with a woman that you do not marry, that you push out the door and you don't have a relationship with after that, you turned her into that.
Yeah.
As and yeah, there's the point that maybe she's already slept with people and stuff, but like you're just contributing to the problem at that point. You're just making more and more of them. That's why
There's
red
no.
pill is ugly and
I think
destructive.
I think the underlying point is you use it for your own gratification. So that
Yep.
would be like. I'll be right back. I
Okay,
need
bud.
to leave for
All right.
about 5 minutes. If you want
You're
to put
good.
me in the back, I'll let you know when I'm back.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, Mister, I completely agree with that point. Like, we can't even agree on the basic definitions of words anymore, and the semantic shift that's happened is unreal to me. Like, you and I both know, growing up, we had a pretty good understanding of what something was when something was racist, right? And then they brought in the whole systematic part, and then they changed all versions of the term racism to mean what systematic racism is, instead of just, you know, seeing a race as lesser than you or seeing your race as superior to another. Like, that whole thing shot the definition of racism gone. Same is true for misogyny and misandry and all of the terms that have meaning, that allowed us to communicate and understand things, have shifted away from their actual meaning, or they added in so much crap that it makes it usable no matter what, basically, right? Like, if racism means there has to be power and prejudice and all these other things that they've added on to it, then what the hell's the point even? All you've said is white man bad, right? And the more that they do that, it becomes man bad. All those things. It's like, why why create this system where you shift all of the definitions to the point where they no longer mean anything to all the generations past? And how's it going, Caucasian Sasquatch? Good to see you. So when we have all this semantic shift that's happened, the definition shift that's happened, you can no longer effectively communicate and understand what the other party is saying, because prior to that, we had a decent understanding. If somebody was anti another race, that was racist. That's all it took, was being anti or seeing them as lesser than or something along those lines, specifically for race. And so, yes, this is who Abe Dinkus is. And so by shifting those meanings, we've just, yeah, it's absolutely what it is. That, and it gives whoever the wielder is of these shifted, twisted, new definitions or new semantic ideas, gives them weapons against everyone else. And if you and I both can agree that, like, when this first, well, I'm sure it's always been happening, to be fair, but when the primary new ones started getting shifted, it gave the left specifically weapons against conservatives, against Christians, against everyone who was their enemy, right? Because all of a sudden, if you said the word racist, and everybody that's 40, probably 35 and younger, understood that that meant you were saying this person believes their race is superior to another, or that they are superior to that other race, or that they hate them because of their race, all of a sudden, it didn't mean that anymore. And they're arguing with you as if they have moral high ground. And there is no moral high ground there. They just change the meaning of the word. Be like me starting to call all the doors windows and acting like you're an idiot because you don't know that the window that I come through to get into my house is a window. But it's not a window, it's a door. And you just keep making these little subtle shifts until language is too broken for people to even converse or combat the things that you're saying about them. And I think it's to our great detriment that we continue to shift the diction, so to speak. Now, that's not to say that we can't talk about the things like systematic issues, which, again, I don't even think that makes a lot of sense. Howdy, Robert. Good to see you. I think that it's a fool's errand to allow them to shift all of our language definitionally and semantically to all these other new things that don't actually make sense in the context of civilization. If you're going to say that's not racism, well, that's a stupid statement, because even when you go and you look into what racism is, the systematic part has different bracketings, but they have, like I said, they have shifted racism, general racism, into the systematic bracket. So they don't even say systematic, they just say racism. And then they now are saying that racism is all systematic racism, which is, again, stupid, because then the word racism has lost all meaning, because it only means you have power over people. It just means oppression. It doesn't actually mean racism anymore. What do you mean, Lindsay? Like what? Yeah, it's one of my biggest gripes is that the society at large is allowing our language to be shifted constantly. If you can't look at a situation and understand this person is saying that person is less than because of their race, and that's racist, regardless of what races those two people are, then we have an issue bigger than the meanings alone. Because now nobody can understand what we're talking about with just general terminology. I mean, you could say that, but if you preface, just like in this topic that I'm talking about now, if you prefaced things by saying, if you prefaced by saying, look, biblically, this is what this is. Cool. Just like if I said, generally, racism means this, but if you want to talk about a systematic version of racism, then it would mean this. That would be fine. The problem is when you full on shift the definition of a word. We've all known it our entire lives to mean a certain thing, but we're going to shift that meaning, and then we're going to expect everybody to use it the new way. But in doing so, we've deleted the original meaning of the word because it no longer means that to them, and they expect everybody else to now not use that word the way that it originally was used either. So the original word is no longer even in the brain of people because we use words to think. And when you change the word's meaning and you change it enough and often enough to enough people, you change how the human mind works and how we think through things. I mean, but see, that would be always, right? Trigger words have always had an effect on the human psyche or the human mind, right? And so, but see, that even plays into it, right? Because if when we were kids, somebody's like, that's just racist, quit being mean to those people because of their color. Yes, that we would agree that was racism. And now it's like, quit being mean to that guy because he's white. Well, now that wouldn't even make sense to a huge swath of the population that that's a racist act, even though it is, and we know it to be so. And I think, again, I think that's to our great detriment. And I was just talking to Emmett about this a minute ago, but Spiro talked about this as well. In programming, they're doing things like for the back of the video game, right? When you're designing the game, you have to go through the coding. They're changing coding languages to pull out certain words specifically because they may offend the people either programming or the people that get to see the back code. So words like black as a descriptive color for, say, a wall or a brick or a door is being pulled out of video games because it could be misconstrued as a racist thing. So you're changing video game code that's only scrolled in the back that no player of the game is going to see, specifically because what? You could say that it's because it could be offensive to the people doing the coding, but I would argue that it's more to change the way that the people doing the coding think. Because if they're not even able to use these words, they have to change how they think about programming. And if they have to do that, then they have to start realigning how their mind works and how they construct linguistic ideas within their mind, which is it's terrible. It's the same thing that we're doing, that we're seeing in the world today with all of the shifting semantics and shifting word meanings. I don't think it's helpful to us as a people. I think if you want to create a new word with a new meaning, that's fine, but don't shift the old words. We all know that like words shift meaning over time, yes, but you don't artificially shift the name or the meaning of the word without it actually naturally doing it, right? Because words will shift meaning over time on their own because of their natural usage. But if you impose a shifted meaning of those words, well, now we're talking about like some version of what you call it, like what is it? I can't even remember what it's called right now. Again, I'm a little tired. I was out with the family doing walks in the woods and all over the place today, but yeah, it's cultural engineering. That's what it is. It's basically a form of cultural engineering. If you can shift the meanings of words enough, and enough of those words meanings, then you can change how the society thinks. And if you can change enough of how they think, you can control them easier. You can turn them into language puppets, so to speak, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Mister. Those are great examples of how shifted we as a general populace have become. Uh, because if those words don't have a definable meaning, or the meaning is too occult, so to speak, that you can't define them easily or interpret them well, then yeah, well, see, it's just a whole mass. It's a whole mass of our dictionary, of our and like I said, I think it is. I think it's absolutely a form of cultural engineering. If you can change the linguistic properties of a language, you can, in essence, take away people's ability to critically think, to explain themselves. You and like Lindsay's one there, that would take away people's ability to see that as harshly or as bad as it is. And then what? Well, then it becomes less unacceptable, and then you become more and more willing to allow things like that to happen, or see it as a niche sad thing, but it happens. Well, no, that's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. And we can't take a stance if we can't even understand what what's being said to us. So, and it scares me because not really scares, but it angers me more than anything. Because if you think about how this is affecting us who have spoken this language all of our lives, and most of us know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Growing up, we all knew that racist just meant you were against somebody or a group of people because of their skin color. But now it has to have oppression and power over those people in order for you to even have it be racist. Well, okay, what happens in one generation, right? We teach our children correctly, maybe, but there's going to be people that don't. And those kids are never going to learn what it originally was. And then in 2 generations, you're going to have most of the populace not knowing. And by the 3rd generation, you have a population that's completely socially engineered or culturally engineered to think a completely different way than 2 or 3 generations prior. And that's a forced change. That's not the natural speaking change. That's not, oh, that word changed its meaning over the course of a couple hundred years or 1,000 years. This is like it happened in 45 years, 50 years. And it changed overnight, and then they continued to use that word in the new incorrect way, I would say. And so that's partially what we were talking about before we started getting people in. I think it's an issue that has to be met with honest conversation, and I think we have to push back on it, because you and I and all of us that are witnessing this, when we let that kind of crap slide, like, oh, no, somebody who's not white being rude to people because they're white because they dislike white people isn't racist. That's just this prejudice. No, you don't let that slide. The reason you don't let that slide is because that semantic shift is completely being allowed to progress forward because we're not standing against it. If we create unified fronts against these shifts of language, we stand a much better chance of keeping them from shifting the entire cultural landscape into what they want. And I can't stand the fact that all these word meanings don't equate what they should. And the worst part is, like, we're on the internet, right? We're in like the forefront of all of these kinds of movements. They generally happen in the niche spaces of like panels and debates and and all of that first. And then as they grow in backing and in steam, then they're pushed out everywhere. And then you start seeing them in the general public. Obviously, these specific ones that we've talked about today are mostly coming from like college professors and people like them. But the problem with that is they go from college professors and niche areas in like Ivy League schools, and they get pushed by avid followers of that ideology into the internet. And then if it's pushed enough, it gets picked up by all the people of like mind. And then those people start using it in their daily life. And slowly but surely you end up with a complete mass movement. If it's being taught in an Ivy League school, you can bet your ass it's probably being taught in other colleges that are not Ivy League within probably less than a decade. So if we as the general populace don't stand up and say that's not what that means, and I'm not going to accept the definitions that you're giving me because they're wrong. If you want to give me a new word or a completely different set of words to define what you're telling me, that's fine, but I'm not going to change how I understand the world. Most people understand the world simply because you want me to, or simply because some college professor told you this. That's not how language works. You don't just shift the whole language to whatever you want it to be and expect the populace to follow it. It also allows them to just slip away from all kinds of things, like we were just saying. So if you can never be racist to one particular race, if you can never be sexist against one particular sex, if you can never, like, all of these things have an aim, a goal. And if you allow that goal to see itself to fruition, you will see horrors. It's just like the whole political correctness movement, right? Well, we gotta be politically correct. No, that's a Chinese idea. It came from like Mao. Okay? Like, this is an idea that if we can correct you on your behavior publicly, even if it's not wrong, it's just generally unaccepted because we said it's generally unaccepted, we can curb your actions and your attitude and your speech and cow you into servitude. We can cow you into whatever political system we want you to follow, and you'll just have to do it because most of society is telling you that's politically incorrect. That's exactly what this language shift is. It's the same idea. Let me just shift it enough that I can get my way, and you will feel bad if you do the wrong thing. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen in your daily life. Don't let it happen in your internet life. Don't let it happen. You don't have to kowtow to other people's definitions if you know it's incorrect. You don't have to bow your head to every other person's ideology, especially all these false, stupid new ideas that are trying to drive us into oblivion, because that is, make no mistake, that is what they're trying to do. They want you to walk away from your faith. They want you to walk away from your beliefs. They want you to walk away from your ability to understand the world. And they want you to just take it at face value, whatever they say, and run with it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It'll be worse for you, and it'll be worse for everyone else if you do. So that's what I think. That's just my 2 cents. But sometimes you have to stand up, you have to be bold, and you have to say, no, I'm not playing your game. I'm just not. K2. Yeah, I don't know how, but sure. Yeah, that's exactly it, Robert. If you, it's the doing nothing that is the worst. Because if you let it happen and you say nothing and you do nothing about it, then you're the indifferent man, right? You're the indifferent one who is letting whatever, you could call it evil even. letting evil creep in and take what's yours and take what's others. We can't afford as human beings to be indifferent. We just can't. You can be indifferent to your ice cream flavor, but you can't be indifferent to your cultural leanings, to your understanding of language, to your you can't let those things slip. Like there's huge fields of study on this. Like the language that we use is the language that we think. The less language we can use, the less we can think about the concepts that that language encompasses. And if we can't even think of those concepts, too disconnected from the ability to understand what's going on. And that's when you're done. That's when that's when like idiocracy steps in. It's not even that you have to lower the IQ of the people. You just have to take away the words that they use in order to understand the world around them. And if you can do that successfully for long enough, you will reshape the minds of human beings, and you will just have a servitude-based culture and society. That's possible. That's very possible, especially in today's world, right? Again, this is what I'm talking about, Lindsay. Like those of us a little bit older can understand far more than, say, the newest generations, and part of that is the limitations that have been placed on them through the education system and through social conditioning and cultural engineering that we've watched happen. And again, that partially has to do with what Robert said earlier in being the indifferent people. When we just let the school teach our children these completely new, foreign, and incorrect topics and meanings for all these things without stepping in to say, wait a minute, that isn't right. First of all, I'm going to go to that school and I'm going to talk to other parents and make sure that that school knows this is an unacceptable lack of meeting the standard by which my child should be educated. And too often, the school has authority in the minds of these people. I'm not old. I'm not saying I'm old. I'm saying old enough to remember before this was as bad as it is now. I'm 41. I'm not saying I'm old. I'm just saying I'm old enough to remember when these words actually meant something, and they obviously are being used differently than they mean. And the same is true for all kinds of things, not just words even. Just even concepts of things that we understand have been shifted. And I think there's value in understanding. There's value in words. There's value in these things that we are watching be siphoned off by people that want only the worst for us, maybe? K2. Let's do this. But I didn't even come on here to have that specific conversation, but Emmett and I were talking about Spiro, and Spiro was doing that talk about back of the house programming type stuff. And when the language of all the programming is changing to fit a non-racist regime, even though they're not being used in any racist manner, it's literally color values. Well, why would you delete all the color values that could possibly correspond with race in programming? Like, why should I not be able to describe something by its color? Yo, K2. Are you there? K2. I didn't know if you wanted to come up or not. I figured I'd send you a link. If you wanted to come up, you could. You don't have to. Are you at the gym?
Mel was pretty racist against James on Chris Lestrange's channel.
Oh, today? It's just the whole thing, man. It's like, okay, K2, how old are you? Oh, or not. Drop. Probably hit the wrong button on his phone. Yeah, I would agree, Lindsay, that there can be value in changing of words, and there can also be harm in changing of words. The problem is, why change words when you're still using the word for the same intention, only adding a whole bunch of stuff to it that will, in effect, negate the original meaning of the word? Because that is what we see quite often, is I'm going to add a bunch of new stuff into this word's meaning. And by doing so, the original meaning of the word is now gone because it can't even mean what it originally meant. It can only mean this new thing. And this new thing can't even encompass the fullness of the original word, right? K2's not 12. Oh, mentally.
Mentally.
Okay. Well, you know. How old are you for real, though? Are you in your...
I'll be 34 next month.
Okay, so when you were growing up, K2, was anybody hating somebody for their race a racist thing? No matter what race?
Not really, except for when the Nazis. When the windmills came to Toledo and they burnt down their own.
Okay.
They burnt down.
So if you saw somebody and they believe a different race is less than, is that racist? In the past, growing up.
I don't know. I just think people have their own thing, just like we as Americans think we're better than everybody else.
Okay, well that's a cultural thing, and
America.
I mean America, but to be honest, like growing up, somebody was racist if they hated another race because of their race, or they saw them as less than because of their race. It didn't have anything to do with systematic oppression. It didn't have to do with having power or being in more privilege than them. It had nothing to do with any of that. It literally had to do with you're down on that person because of the race that they are.
Yeah, people hate him because they got red hair.
Right. And so, well, right, yeah, because redhead is a race.
Some woman on the internet told me I am.
Well, have you ever been to the Redheaded Forest, K2?
No.
Shame. It's a shame.
We need to hold a conference there. We need to get all the redheads together.
I've heard that. So basically, though, this new form, and this is the weird part, right? Like when you actually look into this, what they're saying is racism means there has to be prejudice and power over the person, which is, it never was that definition before. But by changing it to that, now only certain people can be racist against certain other people and not the other way around at all. What's crazy is when you go into those definitions, that's only the definition for like systematic racism. It's not the definition for just racism. It's only the definition for systematic racism back in the day. And now they use them completely interchangeably. If it's racist, then it has to be systematically racist. It can't just be somebody hated somebody because of their race. And that shift allows for them to destroy the original meaning of it just being somebody against somebody because of their race, to being it can only be people in a position of power can be racist. Do you see? That's actually detrimental to the original meaning or usage of the word. So I think that that's a detriment to the people utilizing the language. Yeah, exactly, Mr. And the same is true when you go down the line of a bunch of other words that are specifically based around, I would say, the leftist paradigm of oppression and power. And so you go down the list and you start changing the word meanings of all these things so that they can only ever mean that one or two particular races can be bad and none others, and one of the sexes can be bad and not the other. Like, all these little weird twists are specifically ideologically bent on changing society to function the way that they want it to. And not for the better. Definitely not for the better. If you want to affect change, be upfront and honest about the change that you want to make, right? Don't run around trying to be sneaky and manipulative and trick people into believing a completely new way in order to pull wool over their eyes to force them to act the way that you want. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Mister. They still, even if they're in the minority, because of the history, right? Because of the history, they're still the ones in power. So nobody could actually be racist against them. Like, it's a silliness to the extreme. Like, it's an absurdity at this point. And this also goes every which way, right? Because it'll start to overlap into Western culture is these evils. Well, what good does that do in the long run? What good does that do for the world? To dismantle Western culture, to dismantle all that Western culture has done to bring up the living standards worldwide, and to make sure that people in third world countries are fed, to make sure that things are caught up worldwide, that happened through the Western society's moves. If you topple the Western society, you topple the whole world. I don't remember when this was, but not that long ago, we reached a point where starvation was less than obesity on the planet. If we reached that point, that means that we were reaching a point at which people could get food more readily than they couldn't get food. And that is a huge plus, a boon to society. And yet, the Western societies are the evil in the eyes of some of these people that want to see it changed or toppled. So all the advancement, all of the benefits that have come with it, all of the technological steps forward, like water purification and all the things that come from first world nations into second and third world nations to help lift them up, would in effect be shoved back in their face, and they would be called evil for trying to better the lives of others. And I'm not saying that there's just all the first world countries are so altruistic and good, but what I am saying is the world thrives better under the Western ethos than it has under Middle Eastern, I would say. Especially in modern day when we kind of need what the West offers. So,
You gotta get rid of the communists.
well, yeah,
Deport them all back to China.
it's one of them. It's one of those movements. Like I was saying earlier, political correctness comes from movements like communism. It forces and enforces the behavior of its society under what the dictatorial class or the what would you call them, the intellectual elites deem as right and wrong, and just place that on people, right? You're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to act that way, even if it's not illegal. But if it's politically incorrect, don't do it because all of society will turn on you for it. Well, that's exactly what movements like communism has tried to do, has done in the past, and what we see it trying to do in modern day.
There's my solution in the chat.
Okay. Boom.
Yo, you got it before
Emmett.
I was ready.
That's weird.
Emmett.
I don't know how I did that.
Emmett will agree with me on that one.
I didn't hear it, so you're gonna have to
Look
give me
in the
pick.
chat. MCGA.
Make
Look up
China
there,
great
then look
again.
down. No,
Oh,
no.
Crusades.
Make Crusades great again.
Yep.
I just
It's a little bit Roman for me. A little bit much Romancy for me, but I agree that we should use force at this point.
how about we just change that to make church great again?
I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
Spaniards were part of that too, Emmett.
Yeah, the Spaniards are part of the Romancy.
Well, all of it.
The Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah, Britain, France, especially after,
I don't-
especially
I don't get why the Spaniards get to wear the pointy hat still.
especially. Okay,
They're Catholics. No, they're Catholics. They'll have like there was a
I'm
black
sure.
woman that went to Spain and she's like upset.
Yeah, well,
Wait, which pointy hat? A pointy hat, Spaniards.
Look up the Catholics, the Catholic hood or whatever.
Oh, because they were big in the Inquisition, and we had traditions die hard. Traditions die last.
die hard. Wow.
They'll come back. They will go into an airport and save the world with their pointy hats. In all fairness, they're not white; they're red. But
I agree with that, Mister. There's a point at which we need. There's a point at which we need to step back and ask ourselves, what's the unifying factor, and where does that lie?
I think the dislike of the Pope is a great unifying factor.
I mean,
Catholics right now are very mad at me for saying that.
I mean,
I'm not mad at you, Emmett. You're you have
Orthodoxy doesn't like him, and most of Protestants don't like him. I don't.
Well, you know the whole thing about the Great Schism.
I'm sorry. You can't call yourself like Christ on earth as a single man. You can't do that. That's like not biblical, in fact.
Well, he says I'm the vicar, which is like the voice of
the
vicar of Christ.
Like that's
which is like the voice of Christ.
That's bonkers to me. That's
bonkers.
The
whole point is there were popes during the first millennia of the church that were called heretics and were pretty much cast out of the church. So how is that even possible? What do we do about that contradiction? What is the set?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing like weights and stuff.
Send it,
He's
K2.
been doing K2 has been doing nothing but exercise and Helldivers during this whole week.
He's getting ready to hunt bugs. He's practicing. He's practicing in the game, and he's lifting weights to be ready.
He is getting ready to be terrible together with someone. That's what's happening.
Yes, a space marine with a terrible relationship.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor! We're gonna have some kids for the Emperor. You're gonna like it.
Oh, that's creepy. That is so creepy.
I think that's why the Imperium, like the guys in 40K, just decided to make them all like not being able to procreate. Like I think that's the reason why, because they didn't want to deal with all the implications.
That, and I don't know how that would even work, because these guys are like able to eat metal and stuff. Like, these are not humans anymore. These are like
if you read some of the novels, some of the like space marine sects, they are so far removed from humanity that they have like actual problems interacting with, like, they go
Yeah.
into planets and they're like, oh, we have to save these people, and they look at them like they're ants pretty much.
Yep.
And they kill as many of those ants as they kill of the Xenos and the heretics.
Yep.
And the
Yep.
whole point of the story is that they are so far removed from like their humanity that they don't even see them as humans.
Yeah.
We're the true humans.
Well, and when you think of that, it's almost like Captain America, but amped up to 11 and then
Mhm.
set loose on the world. It's like, okay, so you have a superhuman who is so different than humans that by all intents and purposes, they're not human anymore. But then they
There's a
consider normal
story.
humans not humans.
There's a story of the Black Angels in which the first company, which is like the best company or the best soldiers, crash lands on a planet. And they get out of this planet. They can't leave. They don't know when they're going to come for them. I think they have some kind of problem. And they end up conquering the whole planet. Like, they just conquered the whole planet and they made it like its own planet. They spent like 500 years in that planet until another Dark Angel vessel come. And all of the first company of the Dark Angels have to, like, if you're going to become part of them, they have to spend like 15 years on this planet, pretty much ruling the planet to be part of the company. It's
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's craziness.
it's crazy. It survived from microwaves, hot dogs.
That's right.
I just came
right.
from the hot. I just came for the hot dogs.
And that just came for the hot dogs.
came
And
for the hot
that's how he gets his superpowers, because if you eat irradiated hot dogs long enough, you start changing your DNA.
I mean, you have to go for like 20 surgeries in the process.
Well,
And get
yeah,
pretty much skinned
true.
alive so that they can insert the dark carapace.
It's so wild, actually.
They're like, oh yeah, you're 12 years old, you're ready. You are ready.
Oh, wow, you can tap into the void too. Well, you're going to be a special one for us. Crazy.
Lindsay reads, survives from microwave hot dogs. Are you even in the US, John? Are you even in the US? He didn't say that, but that's how I read it.
You just read it how you want. That's what we should do. Just start putting up chat and you read it how you take it, even if it's not what they said. It'll be like, hey guys, and you'll be like, what up, stupid effers? Like, wait, what? That doesn't say that. That's how I read it.
John Bird is like, Lindsay, I come from nowhere land because Australia's not even real.
Do you even lift, bro?
You even live, bro.
Yeah, cars.
Don't bite in a microwave burritos.
Do you guys even lift, bro?
You guys
Bruh.
even live, bro. Bro.
There was a time I may have lifted. That time is long since passed.
I remember the time a certain Ryan tried to tell me what I don't even remember what it was, but he was.
I see.
He goes, it's just a framework, bro. Just a framework, bro.
I saw
That's-
Ryan brought a squat. What the fuck is it?
Squat.
Why can't I say squat rack?
Oh,
And he doesn't look like has any weight on that rack at all yet.
well, you know, got to start somewhere, and nothing is somewhere.
The bar is 45 pounds.
That's
I mean,
true.
the whole
That's
it's
true.
possible, yeah, but we have to remember that he doesn't have like 5 pounds of brain, so it's even lighter.
He's soy boy. I like that I was harassed and then was going, do you even lift, bro? And then he bought a a squat rack. Why am I saying squat?
Squat rack.
Squack.
Are you thinking of duck? Is it a squack rack?
Quack.
Squack
A
rack
quack rack.
or quack
A
rack?
quack rack. He's like rage quit. Just rage quit after that
It's like,
comment.
I can't handle you guys anymore. I'm done. I'm out. I got testosterone to build.
Dan, we need you. We need a new song. the quack rack song.
We need Dan to step in and say, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Yes, I'm thinking about Duck too because I saw him in the chat earlier.
Wrong.
I saw this was a weird day. I didn't even get to enjoy the invasion. I didn't even enjoy the invasion. I was like, every single time I tune into somebody, they were grifting for some reason. Today was my grift day. I went
And now
into
we're gonna
Rob.
grift. No, I'm just kidding.
Donate
went
some
into-
freaking money.
I went into Rob's channel, and Rob is like, "Oh yeah, and with that, we're gonna play the grift song, and we're gonna be grifting. How do you say about 20%? We've been here an hour, dudes." And I'm like, "Oh god." Okay, we're gonna go to Sarah's channel. Sarah's like, "Oh, I've been here, and you gotta go ahead and meet the goal. 5 more subs, or we're done." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the invasion now, and with that, I think I deserve a grift. We're gonna do a grift." Like, what is wrong with it?
You're like, "Stop it! Stop it! For the love of God, stop it!"
Hey, the Crucible's unionizing against the YouTube viewers.
The YouTube,
Can't talk.
the YouTube.
Are you listening? Are you lifting too much weight? Because your language skills have dropped.
Probably.
You've entered caveman state. Okay.
Probably.
We are unionizing against the YouTube.
YouTube viewers.
Freaking K2 trying to do tongue twisters while lifting weights. It's like, what? I don't know what you just said, K2.
from the UWU movement, the UWU movement,
Ooh.
the UWU.
All right. I said the Crucible and Sarah are joining together to unionize against the YouTube viewer so they get their pay that they deserve.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta grift harder.
I let everyone
I
know
res-
you were
I
going on
respect
because
it.
you didn't even put it on your channel, Abe.
I know, I didn't tell anybody. I just came on
You just
and
went live.
started blabbering some random crap about definitions and stuff and things.
I don't want to get into it, but we're gonna see drama World War One soon in the Panelverse, and I'm so fucking ready for it.
I have to
I
tell
am
you,
so ready for it.
Mel
my stance
burnt James pretty bad today, Emmett.
My stance is I am Switzerland. It is not my fight. It is not my war. And I am not taking sides.
My stance is I am a war reporter, and I'm gonna be reporting on all of these shit.
I'm not saying
Mel-
that I won't pay attention. I'm just saying that I don't want any part of the fighting. Like,
Mel
it's not-
called
if I
James
can,
a Christ hater.
yeah, we know.
But that's not drama K2. That is just that's
No, I just thought it was
That's
funny. I
Melvin.
just wanted to share with you, Emmett.
that's just Melvin.
Hold on,
It's
because
confused.
James is a small hat. James is a small hat. That's
He
why.
thinks.
The documents say maybe, kind of, sort of.
Don't he say that he's a messianic Jew?
He did originally, but then he said that, like,
Now he's
documents and records from his family show that he is actually. I don't know.
My family that I didn't know was even Jew told me that I
dude,
was a full-fledged Jew.
I just made the comment, James.
That's why he said that.
I said, James. I look more the part than you do.
that was a good one, Mel. I gotta give it to him.
I am. I like good business and loans. So
But on the topic of the coming
the
apocalypse,
world, we need to call it something. The the Panelverse War, the first Panel Wars of 2025.
yeah. So, and we know this happens, but it is not my fight. So, and I don't want to, like I said, I'm not taking a side. Like, I communicate with everyone. I talk to everyone. I go on everybody's
Mhm.
stuff. I'm not going to play the game
Abe
of,
is Switzerland.
yeah, I'm not going to play the game of hate that person because I hate that person or that person did. I don't, it's not, has nothing to do with me. It just doesn't.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make Friday war coverage Friday, and I'm gonna find clips and I'm gonna make actually war coverage of the war. And it's gonna be awesome because I am a war reporter and I will be in this war knee deep in drama. That's my first of many dramas on the Panelverse that I will be reporting on Friday. And
See,
this
I
is an
don't even,
exclusive on our channel.
I don't even want people coming here to fight things out. Like, it's fine to come talk. Come talk. Cool. That's what my channel is about. Come have a conversation. But don't come and jump on the panel because somebody's already on the panel that you hate and jump up and just start tearing into them. Like, don't do that. I don't need that. We're not here on my channel to destroy each other over something that happened somewhere else. Go there and do it then. Got a problem
Don't
with that?
worry, I will be covering it if you do it. And I'll be like, why are you fighting in this panel?
Yeah, exactly.
And I will be covering you.
Exactly. And, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I won't stand up for me and the people on my panel, but yeah, I was just going to say, woe be it the person who
Bob
plays games, because I'm not playing games.
Bob
I don't
needs a
want
link.
war with anybody, but don't come bringing it to me because I don't want it.
This
And
is
I'm
the
not-
cool
get
part
up here.
about being a reporter. I'm not gonna.
Bob.
If anyone wants like to have an actual interview, I'll do it. I will probably do it, but it's gonna be one on one. I'm not gonna let anybody else on.
Right. Well, and that's, you've heard me say this, Emmett. I don't do hate. Like, I just don't. I don't hate
No, it
people.
doesn't.
I can hate somebody's actions. I can hate the way somebody acts or things like that. I don't hate people, and so those people can duke it out. Cool, that's fine. Duke it out. But I'm not going to choose to hate people over other people and drama. I'm not doing it. So
Well, Lindsay, you can always stay here. I mean, he's Switzerland. He's not gonna be fighting. I'm just gonna go, and I'm not gonna be fighting either. I'm a reporter.
yeah, he works for the
We need to
Daily
get-
Bugle.
We need Emmett to get one of those Kevlar helmets that just say press.
Oh
Yes.
my god, that's such a cool idea.
That's a good
I
idea.
need. Oh, I
to
probably
like
don't
an
have money for
army-
that, but I'm gonna take my bike helmet and I'm gonna put press on it.
There you go. Just paint it all
You
one
could-
color, and then put press in white across the front of it. Set.
I'm pretty sure that there's probably some cheap army overgood store you could probably get a cheap helmet from.
Well, you won't get a Kevlar one for that cheap, but you
No,
could
get a
get a
Vietnam
non-Kevlar.
helmet.
You could get a non-Kevlar one for pretty cheap.
Jump-
or you could go to like
Jump Bird.
Spirit.
John Bert is asking me to explain my accent because I'm not American.
He's not
And
American.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
American.
true. I'm not
He's
from
Javier
America,
Mexican. He's
I'm not-
Javier Mexican.
but I am from North America. I'm just from the southern part,
He's Javier
From
Mexican.
from the United States of Mexico, which is
Soon to
actually
be-
the actual name for Mexico is the United States of Mexico.
true. There is states in Mexico. I don't know if people realize this, but you know, like Jalisco and like
We're gonna
there's different
conquer.
places.
Hello. First
Jalisco,
time caller.
Jalisco,
First time
cartel.
caller.
Baja California.
Long time listener. We're gonna take
But
over
I don't-
Mexico and
I don't
deport
even
all the
think most-
Mexicans.
I don't think most Americans even know that actually, that there is United States of Mexico.
Yeah, I'm
And-
sorry, John.
We would have so many more states if we just take Mexico. Just saying.
I speak
And
French
Canada.
and
I heard
spoke
Saskatchewan
German for a while, so that's
and
why.
Alberta now wants to join America. The movement's growing in Canada.
Ça va?
Yeah.
Oui, ça va bien. Et toi? Je ne sais pas.
Je sais pas.
And
Mucho
then we got to
gusto.
make all the Mexicans learn how to speak English.
Hey, your
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 And then we
accent
can
is
get
not as
more.
bad.
And then we can get more
Mexico is already
to be
here.
mad at Mexicans.
Watashi wa onisama desu.
Onisama. Big brother. Super big brother, because it's Sama.
Sama.
Yeah.
Of course. There's no way I couldn't be Sama in this.
The greatest ape Sama.
Everybody has to say, notice me, senpai.
Notice me, senpai.
Oh,
In all
man.
honesty, yeah, I think half of Mexico have to leave the US anyway, so I'm okay with that.
I heard half of Mexico wants to be part of the United States anyway.
Well,
From the
I
cartel.
don't know why you wouldn't want to be fair, honestly.
Like being fair, we prefer your cartel. I mean, your government than our cartel. I mean, our government.
I mean, which one was
Don't
it?
give it-
I can't
don't-
remember.
I heard it's very Jewish now.
Is the government the cartel or the
Don't give us a vote. Just make us like a territory.
just give them
Kill
all
all them.
just give them all gardening jobs and we're good to go.
Tax us.
and make
Make us like a territory.
free
Kill the
English.
cartels.
It'll
We'll
just
be
be like-
fine with that.
Yeah, it'll be like Guam, part 2.
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah. We don't need to vote. We just need
Puerto
to get
Rico,
bombed.
Guam.
I've been
Mexico.
saying this for a while, and I'll now say it again. You guys are wasting your bombs sending them to Ukraine when you can target practice across the border. That's you know,
Oh man, I've heard quite a few stories.
Do you know that there is like actual drone footage of the border? Like you have a drone on your side of the border, and on our side of the border we have military grade armor vehicles moving across the border that are cartel, and people know about it. You know what you could do? You can just bomb them. Nobody's gonna care. It's gonna be fine.
And you'd be justified in doing so, in fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
Conozco
man.
un poco de español. Yep. You know a little bit of Spanish, Lindsay. Cool. You know, it's fine. Like Spanish is obviously my first language, so
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it?
unfortunately.
You know what my first language was?
I don't know. Montana?
Montana doesn't have a special language. Okay.
Cherokee? I don't know. What kind of Indian are you, eh?
No,
Oh, I know which one is it. You're not gonna like it. I know which one is it. It's Monkey Talk.
Oh,
Do you know that Abe Lee got called monkey by the press during his time? You didn't know that?
But of course.
But did you like that though? Did
No.
you like that?
I did not speak English as my first language as a child. I spoke Samoan as my first language as a child.
Samoan? Are you
Samoan.
from Hawaii?
No.
How did you speak Samoan?
My mom couldn't understand me when I would ask for things or try to communicate because I spoke Samoan.
Oh. What? How did you do it? I don't know.
You're like, but how? How did that even happen? So I was born and then lived in the inner city as a young child, and I had a parent that worked and a parent that slung drugs. And the parent that slung drugs was so prolific at their job that they would go to like the local pancake restaurant and sit right in a booth and sell them right on the table, right in front of everyone. And
No one cared.
nobody did a damn thing. So anyway, eventually, when my mom left after being kicked down the stairs and beat up and bad things, she realized that the babysitters I had been staying with were an Indian couple and a Samoan couple, and I spoke some Indian and some Samoan, and I didn't speak any English. Not Indian. I spoke some Urdu and some Samoan. And so
It's
she
Indian.
Amazing.
It's la 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 la.
so that's an interesting story. I didn't learn English first.
Hey, that is the best. Even if it's not a true story, that's the best story I've ever heard in my entire life. If it's a true story, it's even better.
It's a little wild.
Ah, that
A
is
little wild.
a wild story. It's like my story during the Grace debate. Like, I didn't even really got into it. It was like, oh yeah, man, I had to go through my divorce of my parents and look at me and stuff fucked up. And I'm like, well, yeah, you had to do that. I went through not having them to them getting married to them getting divorced, and that's on my mom's side. I also have my dad's.
Oh,
I didn't even tell you half of it.
yeah. We all have a little bit of that screwed up history that we just don't talk about too much.
Yeah, you're so fucked up. I see what you mean. Well, now let me tell you something. I went through that. And I went through the same thing you went through, and probably like 3 times.
At least. Maybe more. You don't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
No. But I think that was kind of like the best part of the whole debate when we're just talking.
The thing is, like, everybody's got an excuse, right? Like, you can say that your life is screwed up because your parents got a divorce, or you can say, I saw my parents get a divorce and I chose to be a better human.
Yeah.
Like, look, if I came from a relationship and my father, my birth father, was a horrible human being during my childhood, and my mom had to leave, and then I had a screwed up transition time in between her first marriage and her second marriage where life was just wild, messed up, and then the second marriage was like more or less physical beating the rest of my childhood, and yet I ended up being a halfway decent human being because I chose to break the cycle. You can choose. Yeah. You can actually just choose. Like, she left my birth dad when I was like 5 years old. My stepdad came in when I was 8. So my whole life was jacked up. But at some point, you're accountable for the life you choose and what you do with that. So
yeah, you have to. Yeah, at some point you have to choose. You just have to.
I got a boomer that's telling me I need to vacation more outside of my comfort area.
All you've done is weightlift and play Helldivers. And
hey. Usually my first vacation, I just rest to catch up on sleep, and then I do stuff my other vacations.
I agree with that, John Barrett. I'm not telling people that come from challenging or harsh situations that it's their fault. I'm saying that at some point you do have to take accountability for the life that you're going to make. And the only way that you can make a better life is by choosing those steps. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's It's fun. I'm not none of those things. Like there are definite hardships that you have to work through and to make yourself into the better person. But it at some point it becomes about you. Because those parents are going to be gone and one day they'll be dead and you'll still be here and your choices are what make the life. And it sucks for people that have to be put into those positions, but
We got Ricky in chat.
I see that.
Yeah, we got
See
Buki.
that. What's the score tonight? 4 score.
4 score. Lindsay's like, my parents fought all the time, yelled, screamed,
My mom
drove,
just won a softball bat at my dad.
cheated on each other. It was fun times. I
There
know.
was a
I know,
dent on the
Lindsay.
refrigerator.
Perfect family. She said more, but it's not important, the other part.
It's
Emmett,
It's
next
just-
vacation, I'm planning to go to the UP.
look, Lindsay, the thing is that there's a lot
What
of
is the
problems in this world that need solved. And the people that solve problems are the people that make a better world. And
Oi,
if we
oi,
can all
oi.
agree that we're going to solve problems together, we make a better world. That's how we
Imagine this, Lindsay. Imagine that they try to leave each other and I put them in jail instead. Ah,
in a cell together.
great times.
You
That
left
would
him?
be
You left
I
him?
thought that's-
Oh, you're going in a jail cell with him now.
going to jail now.
20 years. Somebody's going to end up dead.
25 to life.
25 to life. It's a life sentence, baby.
Same cell, 25 to life.
25 to
We
life.
did it. Anson? No, that's Chambers of Logic is still man.
Oh,
Anthony's retired from the internet. He said that
Oi, oi, oi.
that interfered with his simping activities. Surf locally, man.
fun times. Fun times.
I will go with that one next
Who
time
asked
I
what?
have to do anything.
Who asked you what?
Lindsay,
I
if
need
it
to
was
go to
Anson.
Japan. I
Oh,
want to go to Japan, Emmett.
why?
Next year.
Go to
I mean,
Japan.
Japan would be amazing, but don't go looking for a mate in Japan. Just gonna throw that out there.
I didn't
Go-
say I would. I would go to Vietnam or the.
I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Culturally,
you
it's
wanna-
not go well.
Vietnam,
you wanna go-
or Cambodia or Thailand, they need to get out of there.
If you want to go to
They need to
Japan,
be safe.
if you want to go to Japan, it's awesome. Go in the spring when the cherry blossoms are blooming,
Copy.
and it's not that hot because it gets really hot in the summer.
Dude, it's hot. That's why I didn't want to do anything. Dude.
You know what?
Holy shit.
What you just said? It's so hot you don't want to do anything, but you're weightlifting.
Oh, I'm gonna
You
go
don't want to
outside
do
on my
anything.
vacation.
It's too hot. You don't
On
want
my
to do
vacation.
anything, so you're gonna
Well,
weightlift.
they have AC in the gym, and I'm just
You
sweating
know-
profusely.
No, I'm glad that you're actually doing that. It's good for you. It's probably good for your neurochemistry too, actually.
No, I just need to get outside my comfort zone a little bit. But it
Well,
seems like I just butt heads with people because I
There's-
like old school humor.
you want to
and
know?
Everybody's wears panties.
Join a martial art. Go.
No hot yoga, then I can meet chicks.
Well, you can do that too, but like, go do like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something. You will. It will temper you quickly. It will. It helps. It really does. You can actually put that aggression somewhere.
Oh, I do.
And-
I didn't even road rage once this week.
Or go join a boxing club. That would be fun too.
If I ever go to Japan, I will need to know
Oh,
Japanese,
Dave's in
actually
chat.
speak Japanese.
Oi, oi, oi.
And
That
I'll
would be-
just get myself one of those ladies that live on the street at this point. I don't care.
How about we get Bricky and Dave up here? Then they can fight between South England and North England.
Do they really want to fight each other?
Yeah, why
I
not?
don't know.
I think they should. Is the northern part of the caliphate better than the southern part of the caliphate of New Londonia?
We'll
You
get them started.
don't,
We'll get
yeah.
them started in chat. We'll get them started in chat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bricky, start.
Bricky said
Bricky.
yes. Bricky said yes.
Brick.
Bricky.
Who has the best bricks? The north or the south, Bricky?
Bricky is the brick. Well, all right then.
Bricky wants to go ahead. I started something.
Bricky
Bricky always wants to fight. Bricky always wants to fight.
How can he be a Southampton fan when he's from Newcastle?
He would be a Newcastle fan. I thought Bricky said he didn't even like soccer. He likes rugby.
Yeah, because he's from Newcastle. That makes sense.
Okay, I put that out there for Dave and Bricky so they can come up and deal with it.
Now donate for that entertainment I just provided.
The Southampton fans equals Coomers.
Oh my gosh. Sickos.
Hey, David. They're telling me to go to Dusty.
Right
I
now.
don't wanna. Yeah. I'm annoyed.
What? Is he live right now? Is that what's
He's
happening?
live. Mhm.
I was thinking about going over and talking to someone as well. Let me be real cryptic so nobody understands what I'm saying at all. For no good
At all.
reason. At all.
At all.
I don't even know anymore. I just say weird shit and
Oh yeah, you're that's right, Lindsay. You're banned from there. I don't even know why. I don't want to know why. My reporter days are starting. That is all news. I need to keep up with
that's
the
not
new
my
stuff.
business.
The new stuff is the fun stuff, and it started today. The first bombardment started today.
Bricky. Bricky.
Is it Brecci or Brecci?
Bricky.
Brecci. Are you
Bricky.
French now?
Oi, oi, oi.
Hello.
Why is Brecci? Oh, there you go.
Hello?
Hey,
There you go. There you go.
What's up, Ricky?
Hang on.
Where's
Oi.
Dave?
That's
Oy
better.
vey.
That would be better.
Where is Dave? Is Dave coming up? Dave might not even want to come up.
Well, that's-
Dave, can you come up?
well, then I'll just fight Emmett.
Why me?
Oh,
I'm
Denizen.
not from that district of I'm not from that district of Europe.
Hi, Denizen.
What a one.
How art thou?
Hey,
Dave said
Denison.
give him 10 minutes.
10
Man,
minutes.
fucking tastic. What's going on in here?
You know,
We are having fun.
half
We're
the
about to
time I
see
don't
two
know,
Brits- we're
and
about
the
to
other
see
half
two
of the time
Brits
I
go
don't
at
care.
it. We're about to see two Brits go at it.
Yeah,
I like
we
it.
are we're about to see another Europe civil war.
No, they invited Bricky and Dave to come up and argue over which part of Britain is better.
The north or the south? Wait,
The south.
does that mean that it is Italy versus like
The south
Norway?
has
Norway?
more palatable
Is that
accent.
Italy versus Norway or?
Norway
What part
wins.
of what part of Britain are we talking about?
Are we talking about Morocco or
The very northeast of it.
The
It's
South has a
basically
more
where-
palatable accent.
Look at where Hadrian drew a line and went, I'm going to build a wall here, right? The Romans have conquered enough of the world, but we get to this small island in the middle of an ocean, right? And we decide that this small portion of that island cannot be conquered. So what we're going to do is we're going to employ a lot of our resources into building a massive wall to keep them out. Because, let's face it, the main reason was they couldn't conquer it. That was the reason. Otherwise, what they would have done through past history and examples, they would have just went on to conquer it. They couldn't conquer it, could they?
how's that wall going today, Bricky?
I would like to go and pinch a stone off it if you want. You know, there's still
I mean, is it
remnants of
keeping
it.
anything out?
Oh no, for fuck's sake!
The North.
It does attract a lot of American attention. I'll be honest with you. It's very entertaining and hilarious to watch these Yanks, what we call them, jump out of a coach on parts of Hadrian's Wall with their white like cricket caps, like bucket hats.
Ricky, in which part of Norway is this
and
wall?
their white socks pulled up to nearly their fucking knees, right? Okay.
Wow. Don't
walking
forget
around
about
and
their
looking
New
because
Balance.
let's face it, but America has no history. You're tuned, Abe. You are the oldest person in America.
Is it between Norway and Sweden? That's where the wall is located.
I've never seen a single American dress like that.
What,
That's
you've
what I
never
was
been to
thinking when he was
In over
describing this. I was
40
thinking,
I've
like,
been to Britain, have you?
Over
He's
40
talking
years in
about
America, I've
boomers.
never seen a single American.
I was
dress.
That's what you would describe as an American tourist in Britain.
Twice.
like, what?
He's talking about boomers that wear jean shorts that are cut to like their knees, white
Jorts?
high top socks, with
Yeah, but
New Balance shoes.
that tourists, however you want to pronounce it. Right, okay. I know it sounds weird to use, fuckers, but a tourist. Right?
Dave, are you coming up?
Are you coming up here, Dave?
Dave,
10
are you
minutes.
coming
Who
up?
is Dave, by the way, Abe? Who's Dave?
You don't know Dave Healy?
He's a Brit.
Ooh, that
David
name
Healy?
actually rings a bell.
Oh
That
my
name actually
gosh.
rings a bell.
He's the one who wrote the Norwegian dance song.
Oh shit, is he Norwegian dance friend? Is he Dan's friend?
Ricky, why is it called Newcastle? How many
You do realize that I'm 40 years old, right? Okay. I am just a person that lives in this place.
Oh.
Didn't have anything to do with the historical fucking remnants or meaning.
Well, why didn't you?
Well, because I'm only 40 years old.
Well, you should have been.
I should
Why
have, Abe. No, I should have. It's my
Why don't
fault.
you just
I
be
should have
older?
been born younger. I should have been born a lot sooner. I've had
Yeah,
a
what
lot
the
more
hell?
Influence, right? Okay. Fuck you, Bricky, for being too late to be born. Right? Okay, I get that, right? But
Yeah,
I just
Why
want
were
to
you
know
just-
why is it called Newcastle. You don't have to
should've-
be all mean about it.
you should have
I
been
don't
born
know.
earlier.
Emmett, I genuinely don't know. It may have some remnants to have to do with a castle, right? That was new. I don't know.
No, I'm asking you. You're the one who lives there.
I
The
don't
one
know.
who
I'm
told us
asking
we have
you
no
to
history.
clarify it. I'm not saying that I know this. Like, just wait, Emmett. Where do you live?
You Americans have no history.
Emmett.
I asked
where do
about
you
the
live?
history.
Emmett,
I don't
where do you live?
know.
Emmett, where do you live?
I mean,
live
the
in
biggest part of
Utah.
our history was kicking their ass.
Emmett,
in
where
the
do
war.
you live? You're
live in
Mexican, aren't
Utah.
you? You tell me this.
Kind of
Yeah,
a big
Mexican,
day.
but I live in Utah.
Why is Mexico called Mexico?
I think it's a little relevant, Denizen.
Why is it called Mexico, Emmett?
He just
What's-
ignores you and takes a phone call.
What's the question?
See that Abe, see how
It
disrespectful
was
that
called
was.
New Spain.
See how
in the 25
disrespectful that was,
years
eh?
after it was
El
turned to
España.
Mexico.
See,
Espada.
that really pissed me, Abe, that pissed me off there. That really pissed me off.
Oh,
Right.
What are you
Dave-
going to
Dave-
do now?
Well, I mean, if Dave doesn't come up here, Emmett's going to get it. Right?
Well,
So-
Dave has to choose to come
All right.
up.
Hold
Oh,
on.
I-
Dave said
Oh,
he's
you're
up.
back now.
He
are
has
you?
to do an invoice.
What happened?
Just give Dave
Hmm.
a second.
I can't hear anybody anymore.
Did you ask the other English person why Mexico is called Mexico?
Oh, because
It was-
the main city in Mexico from like the Indians was called Mexico. That's why.
Is
I
that
heard
Mexico
because they
City
didn't
today?
like New Spain.
Mhm.
They didn't like
Yeah.
New Spain.
Yeah,
it's
we
much
didn't-
older than
we-
Spanish.
We were like, we don't want to be Spaniards anymore. We're gonna change it to Mexico.
Right. So, what county do you live in? Like, for example, if you live in Mexico, but there'll be
Yeah.
a city that you live in. So, what's your city?
Okay, the city was called Aguascalientes. It means hot springs, and it was called that way because we have a hot spring. That's the only reason.
Oh man! For a second there, I thought you said there's a fire in my pants. It's muy caliente.
Yeah, but no.
Right.
It's
So
just
that's
the-
like me
it's just
saying
the
that
water.
Newcastle.
Fuego.
So that's like me
In
saying
Fuego.
Newcastle is called Newcastle because it has a newly
I don't know.
built castle.
I asked you, and you told me I
It's
don't
two,
know.
it's 2 versus 4 now. Let's smack the shit out of America. Let's
Oh
go.
shit! It's him. I knew it was him. I
Dave.
knew it was fucking you, Dave.
Come
You
on,
little
matey.
bastard.
How are
Dave.
you, mate? You well?
How
So,
you doing, Dave?
I'm good.
mate?
How you doing, gentlemen? By the way, I can't argue that the south of England is better than the north because I fucking hate the south. That's why I live in Scotland. So I hate it. My wife's from Liverpool. The south of England has no countryside of any worth. The people are really, really up their own arses, and all the people in the north are generally tougher. So what can I say?
Listen, Dave, as we know each other prior to this conversation.
Wow.
Briefly, I mean, we've spoken brief. We've had a good old crack, I think, like on occasion.
What a way to lose the debate.
But what I mean is, Dave, you
What a
have
way to
already
lose the
recognised
debate.
that the south of England is a cesspit.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Cesspit's a bit strong, but it's definitely not as good as the north. I'd have to say the people in the north are more real. Like people, for example, people from Newcastle, Liverpool. You leave Manchester. Manchester's its own thing. Manchester's just scum, in my
Fuck
opinion.
the Manx. Fuck
Yeah,
the Manx.
fuck the Manx. Everyone hates the Manx.
Dave, Dave, I recall somebody else saying take down the Americans once, and I don't think that went very well for them.
Well, at least we tried.
I mean, yeah,
You know, you
Midlands.
can't. We tried, and we were in the. Were we in the minority? No, we weren't actually. Not at that time.
it was a valiant effort.
If you didn't have that dude on the horse running along going, the redcoats are coming. If that horse hadn't have worked, you'd have all been screwed.
Paul Revere.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So Dave,
Go on. How's up, Eric?
Dave,
Break on.
how you finding it over this side of the YouTube?
I like it over where Abe's is. Abe's is generally pretty chill. I find. I tend to stay off
Oh.
panels. I tend to stay off panels just because I end up getting proud because I've joined the church and stuff. So I'm trying to be less aggressive, less sort of critical.
So you
trying to love
are you
everybody.
staying away from the dark side of the British side?
Well, I to be honest, what is that? The dark side? Which is the dark side you mean?
Well, there's multiple. Look, for example, Dave, you see where we are right now, right? Okay, and
This is
other
the light
avenues-
side.
No. This is not the dark side of the British
No,
side.
this is not
obviously
the dark
American side, right? Okay, but this is a constructive conversational debate side with a slash of roasting
Yeah,
implied with it, right? Okay.
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you already pray to Mecca? Just asking for a friend.
No way, man.
Emmett, can you politely just shut the fuck up while me and Dave talk?
When you go on that date with Grace, Emmett?
Oh,
I
I believe
He
the
went-
word,
Emmett,
I believe the
He
word
had
he
a-
used was never.
He had an
Never.
under the desk boner, but he was
come on,
fading.
Emmett, you interrupted. You wanted the spotlight. It's yours.
What?
And it's like I didn't understand anything that was just said. Say
Emmett,
again.
Yeah,
you
they're
wanted the
talking
spotlight,
gibberish.
I
you
thought it was
interrupted.
because I
It's
was
yours.
American.
They're getting infected with the whole sand people, and their accents getting worse.
What?
That's how we hypnotize you.
That's
Oh,
We
Sam,
you don't really understand, but on a subconscious level, we start working our magic.
Yeah.
linguistically.
Well,
You understand? There's an
That's-
underlining problem to your overlining issue that we have control of from a masculine point of view, right?
Is that
Okay.
is that why is that why people think that you're smarter when you're actually not smarter?
Probably?
That makes sense.
are we talking about the British here?
Yeah.
No, I think he's
Oh,
talking about
we're
me.
immensely
He's
smart.
No, no, Dave, he's talking about me directly.
No,
Hey, listen, have I not done well to pretend that I am very intelligent, right? But being thick as fuck, you know. Let's face it.
I
Come
don't
on.
know.
You're very
Iron
intelligent. You're also
sharpens iron,
big.
though, dude. Iron sharpens iron, man. You know what I mean?
True story.
True story.
I'm the thickest person that's come across the cleverest.
That's true because you're a brick.
Right,
Yeah, you're
so
the
then-
immovable object, and everybody
I
else.
don't
is
understand. I don't
of course.
understand. Is this something that is it's not a good thing or it is a good thing? Like,
Well,
am
in
I doing
America,
something that's right?
if you call somebody a brick, you're saying they're really stupid.
Right.
Dense.
I'm
If
really
someone a brick in the UK, you're just saying they're hard.
Yeah,
Like tough.
kind of like
You see the
geezer.
difference.
Geezer to you guys means they're like a badass or a hard ass, right? Something like that.
Just like saying
cool.
dude or guy.
Right. And to us, geezer is like an old man, like a cripple old
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Well,
no,
but an
geezer.
an old geezer. You could say old geezer.
Old
Yeah,
geezer, yeah.
Yeah, but if somebody
And
just
that
said
would
geezer,
define an old man.
right,
right?
but if somebody said
Geezer-
geezer in the US, everybody's going to automatically think of an old man.
Or a water spout that comes out the ground.
Well,
What
that
does
would be
that
guys-
mean,
guys-
Gilbert?
What about
can call that
what about
geezer.
a goof? What about a goof?
A goose?
A goof.
Oh, a goof is just somebody who's like we usually
about
we
a
use
goon?
the
What
goofball.
about a goon?
Like a bad jokester.
What
Yeah.
about
When
a
I
goon?
hear,
a goon?
when I hear,
It's like somebody who runs around doing the bidding of somebody else.
when I hear geezer, I think boomer.
Really? When I hear geezer, I think absolute awesome, like
I'm a
fat
fucking
man.
geezer, but oh,
Yeah, I'm a
boy,
geezer,
I'm
mate.
fucking
I'm a geezer, ain't I?
I'm a
geezer.
geezer. I'm
I'm
a
a
fucking
geezer.
Davey.
I'm a fucking
Davey,
geezer,
Davey,
innit?
bro. Oi,
Innit, bro?
Davey, they ain't got a fucking Scooby-Doo, bruv. Bruv,
Right.
they ain't got a Scooby-Doo. What's going on down the apples and pears, my friend? All right. Now, we're a pair of geezers. We're a pair of geezers. They're a pair
This
of
is
fucking
London.
wankers.
Right, Jazzy? Like the
That's
hardest
London
geezer
speak.
who ran all the way across Africa.
Yeah. He's a geezer.
The
Who's
hardest
a fucking one? Anyone
Way
that can run
across
across
Africa?
Africa is a geezer.
Anyone who runs across Africa is a geezer.
Let's
Yeah.
face it, come on. And if they do it barefoot, for fuck's sake, that is even better. Right?
But
Who are the
but-
geezers? Who out of the Paddleverse could you say is a geezer? Let's have a think.
I don't know.
I gotta
I
think.
have
Who's
one
a geezer?
person, but I'm not gonna say it because this is Switzerland and we're not
I-
dropping bombs.
Let me think.
We're not dropping bombs.
I'll give you 3.
Don't.
I'll tell you who's a
drop
geezer.
bombs.
007. Don't know if you've ever seen him streaming on the interwebs. 007. He's a geezer.
Oh,
We don't drop bombs like it's Vietnam.
Is that a real person, Dave?
Yeah. He's a guy. He lives in Tenerife and he streams like music and he's a geezer. I'd say he's a geezer.
He's a good. Wow, wow, wow.
Yes.
He's a good.
Absolutely.
He's a good.
That was a whole tune from the 90s that was really popular.
Dave, look at Dave. We'll go back a long way, my
And,
friend.
and we know the subtext of that tune as well. He's a good.
Yeah,
He's a good. Yeah, like-
naughty. Very
Very naughty.
Can we get a translator?
No, you don't need one, right? That was a joke between me and Dave,
Right.
right?
I'll send.
Fuck
Hey,
yourself.
we'll give you context and we'll show you the actual tune. I don't know if you can play the music on here. We'll see. But let me. But I'll give you the tune. This
Oh,
tune will
Dave,
show you.
don't even do that, man. Dave, don't even do that. That was an inside joke, man. Leave
Yeah,
it.
but we've got to share it. This
Oh, man, leave it, man. Leave it.
The video is so cool, though, man.
Yeah, I know it was. It was like Mr. Vane, right? But the song wasn't that good. Right? The video was
So-
brilliant.
Who did you
Video.
guys agree on is the geezer?
Ebenezer, good.
Ebenezer. Ebenezer
Shaz-
geezer.
Shaz.
Ebenezer, good.
He's a geezer.
He's
An
a good-
overheated
he's a good.
geezer.
He's Ebenezer good.
Bill Hicks is a bit of a geezer.
Right. Now, Dave, you've started,
Bit of a
right? Okay,
geezer.
so that's one. Give two more. I'll do three after you.
Who else is a geezer?
Chassis saying she's one in the chat.
She's not a geezer because a geezer's
she's
got
a
to be a
female.
bloke, really. A
But
bloke.
if Shazzy was a man, she'd be a geezer.
She would be a geezer if she was a fella, yeah.
Definitely. Shazzy would be up there. Big up Shazzy Bear, my love.
Who else is a geezer?
Come on,
That's a good
Dave.
question.
For fuck's sake. Hurry up.
I need to think. It's early.
Yeah, you've said one. I'm going to say my three after you say two more.
All right, then.
Then we've got these other fuckers on the panel that are going to be forced into saying three people. Right, okay? This is what the game's about, Dave.
Yeah, all right. 3 esteemed people who we call geezers. Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
you've
first
already
one's
said
007.
Bill Hicks.
Yeah, Bill Hicks, I'd say, is a geezer. And actually, I have to say Kieran Markety is also a geezer.
Right. My go. Right, okay? Obviously.
Kieran's also a boomer.
He's not a boomer. No, he's not a boomer.
No, he's not.
He's on the brink. He's nearly
an
one.
Xer. He's an Xer.
That's why
Yeah,
I
he's a
say
Gen X.
he's a boomer adjacent.
Denizen has left the chat. That's a rage quit right there.
That is severely, that's ungeezerly behaviour.
That
You
was
quit,
very
you lose.
ungeezerly.
That's ungeezerly.
That was not Ebenezer good. Right, okay. Just saying. Right, but my three geezers would be
An Irish.
we've got obviously I'm gonna have to say fucking speak. Right, okay.
Yeah, he's a geezer actually.
Right, okay. Then obviously, not second, first or last. It's gotta be the GOAT, Andrew. Right, okay.
Is he a geezer though? Do you think he's a geezer though?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
I was going to say that, but he's not a geezer. He's, I don't know. All right, fair enough. Sorry, carry on.
I'll be honest with you. Have you ever seen him lose?
But that's not geezer. He's not a geezer.
Have you ever seen him lose?
Let me think.
Have you ever seen him lose, Dave Healy? Please.
Let me
don't tell
think.
me.
Let me think carefully about this. Have I ever seen him lose? Yes, once.
When?
He admit that
Only when he opened the pickle. We couldn't open the pickle jar. I would count that as an L.
Right. Okay. Right. I'll give you that one.
That's an L for a pickle jar. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Hey! You got it wrong. It's not a pickle jar. It's an olive jar.
Oh well, yeah. But all right, opening any form of jar and failing that is an L.
I get it, Jay.
But it is what it is. You know, we all make mistakes.
No. What happened is Rachel tried to open the jar prior. Right, okay? And what she had some slippery substance on her hand, right? Okay. I handed it to Andrew, right? And went, Andrew, can you open this jar? Well, obviously Andrew was busy, right?
What
slippery
substance was it?
So with that, he tried to open the jar, right? And it was slippy. He went, fuck you, woman, right? Open it yourself, right? What he done in turn was dried the lid, right, okay, which gave Rachel more grip the next time she done it, right? She was able to open the jar, right? Hence why the jar was opened.
I just think he lacks forearm strength. That's all I'm saying.
He needs to hit the gym, is what you're saying.
That doesn't rule him out of being a geezer, though. To be fair,
but then my third one would be it would be a tie between Dyer or Bob. Like Jake Dyer.
Oh, now Jake Dyer is a geezer, yeah.
Like Jake Dyer, Jim Bob, it would be a tie between.
Oh, I would say Jake Dyer's more of a geezer. I could class Jim Bob as a geezer, despite I like his stuff, but I wouldn't say he's a geezer territory.
I've got a lot of close personal friends as well that I'd love to push into the bracket, right? Okay, but I'm trying to use like one that are up there.
Yeah.
Like for example, Chris Lestrange, right? Okay, my life.
Oh, can we name him Joint Geezer? He's
legend. Whoa, you legend!
Absolute geezer.
He's an absolute legend.
He's an absolute geezer. Absolutely.
Right, but what I was trying to do there was trying to keep it on a stratosphere of where, like, you know, there's a little bit of recognition.
Could he be honorary geezer though? He could be an honorary. He's like the geezer. He's the geezer of the Paddleverse. Chris Lestrange. Yeah.
He is.
Awesome, dude.
He's me bro. He's me fucking bro.
Legend.
He's a good man.
So, chaps, three esteemed people you could call a geezer. So you're going to step into our world of geezers.
In the
panel? Yeah, but geezer's kind of like. Let's see what the dictionary says a geezer actually is, and not an old person, because we have to make sure we're accurate about what one is, because it's all right. Okay,
Yeah,
informal
using the
British, a
Collins
man.
Dictionary. Collins Dictionary.
I'm going to use.
Emmett Rage
Right.
quiz. Emmett.
You're not
Rage
using
No.
the Urban Dictionary.
He had to. He said he'd be back, I think, but
Yeah, that sounded like. David.
Yes.
What? Wait.
No, don't call me David unless I'm a bit naughty. Yeah, if you're unhappy, call me David.
I've called
but
you by your Christian name, haven't I? Not called
I'm
you
Dave. Yeah, no, that's what my mum did. If I was naughty, man. That's why I got killed. That's why I get called. But David.
Dave,
So I didn't do it.
Listen, bro. I have the same problem, right? When someone calls me Christopher.
Christopher.
Right, and they call us Christopher, I'm like, fuck, what have I done? Right, what have I done? Right? But
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, so anyway, the definition of geezer.
It's just a man, isn't it? Often old or unusual.
David.
Don't do that because we'll both be reprimanded.
I gotta remember that.
But if you want to really guess, you got to really enunciate the first bit. So it's like David
Geezer.
or
Geezer.
Christopher.
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 David.
Christopher, stop drinking the water out of the toilet.
out of the toilet.
I know, but it's so much more refreshing when I press the button.
Oh my gosh.
It's like spring water and still water.
Yeah, that's another thing about the north. The further north you go, the better the water gets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the south, the water in the south is terrible.
You asked for this, right? Okay.
What's that?
But he asked for this, me and you, to have a debate, right? Okay.
All right.
Actually, Dave, we actually probably do need to have a debate, right? Okay, just to chat policies, right? So,
how about we do everyone pick a topic, each person pick a topic, and then we randomize it, and then we have to debate the topic that is randomized.
Right, so you're willing to take any topic, any side, regardless of what?
Yeah, I'm happy to say, yeah, I'll take any topic, any side, and anyone else can choose my side.
Right,
Newcastle
this is
has the best soccer team.
Wait, I think K2 knows of a topic.
Go for it.
Newcastle has the best soccer team. Go.
Clearly not.
Yes, I do.
All right. For what reasons would you give that?
In comparison to what?
Well, if they're the best soccer team, that means that they must be better than every other soccer team. So you have to state why they are better than every other soccer team.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Based on fan value.
I would say Liverpool is the greatest football team.
Well, because it's won more Champions League trophies.
Yeah, and because it's in Liverpool, which is probably the greatest city in the north.
Yeah, but you're not in Liverpool, are you?
No, but my wife is from Liverpool, so she's educated me.
So you're a simp. You're a simp.
No, not really, because a lot of other people would agree with me, not purely on the basis of what my wife says. No, but my opinion correlates with a lot of other people who would agree with me, but for different reasons. But that doesn't mean
from Liverpool.
Yeah, but also all across the world, Liverpool are well known across the Arabic quarter as well. All right, how many global fans?
Very well this season, aren't we, Dave? We're doing very well this season, aren't we?
Do you know something? Not yet, no, because the season's over.
Dave, are we doing very well this season in comparison?
Well, you've gotten 0 points because this season hasn't started.
Dave, are we in Champions League titles?
Yeah, this season of what though?
Yeah,
the league?
Dave. What position are we in the league?
You're not in the league.
We're not in the Premiership.
No, not at the moment. Well, no, you're not in the league because there is no league currently operating.
We are not playing in the Premiership League
right now. No.
No, we're not in the Championship League, but we're in the Premiership.
Yeah, you're in the Premiership, but the league hasn't begun.
What position are we in the Premiership?
You're in equal position because nobody's played any matches.
Right. So are we in Champions League?
I haven't got a clue, to be honest, because you know, sorry, I know fuck all about football. Yeah, I'm lost. This. If I can't believe you picked the football team because the one sport in the world I just had no fuck all about is football.
Dave, listen,
Absolutely
Dave, listen.
terrible.
Dave, look, I'm not very big on football myself, my friend, right? But I would love somebody to clarify those questions, right?
I haven't got a clue. I really don't know. I know that Liverpool won the league last season because I bought my wife a Liverpool t-shirt and I'm getting her a kit. I'm getting her the new kit when it comes out. But apart from that, and I fucking hate it because every time she puts football on, I just go into another room or I sit and play computer games or I sit and do other stuff. I can't stand football because I was shit at it when I was a kid.
I don't like football, Dave.
I hate football.
I'm surprised.
But I am very passionate about my fucking... Like, it's something that has been ingrained in certain individuals like myself, right?
It would be, I imagine. It's especially if you live in Newcastle.
Yeah, being where I'm from, right? Just
Yeah.
even though I do not support football, watch it religiously, and I want our team to do well, right? Okay, so I am always going to be on that side of it, right? Now, as an absolute like fanatic, right? Okay. I would say that I would be at the club, I would be at the pub, I'd be involved in football hooliganism and shit like that, whatever. You don't even need to be a football fan to be able to do that shit, Dave.
True.
Right?
True.
Okay, Dave, I was a young lad once, mate. The Beehive, brilliant. Loved the Beehive. Right, okay. Lovely bar to go to, right? To find into a fight, right? But look, it doesn't last forever. Just remember, people, right? Okay, there's more to life than fighting, right? Okay. There is more life than fighting.
So what was the Beehive?
Other than that, Newcastle United are the best
surprised.
football team in the league.
What was that, man? The Beehive? Was that where the firm all met up?
No comment.
No comment.
Were you in a firm when you was younger?
No comment.
Ah.
Okay.
Do you know what a firm is, Abe? Do you know what a firm
Oh,
is?
I do.
Yeah. Did you ever like the movie ID, Bricky?
No comment.
Did you ever see that movie?
Listen, look, for the Americans, I'm pleading the fifth.
Did you guys like the movie Green Street Hooligans?
Loved it.
I'm
surprised.
surprised.
That was brilliant, that.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
Oh, Abe's just caught me on that one there, hasn't he?
I'm surprised that the UK and their in the elite ice hockey league, they let them still fight because I thought British were pansying down a little bit culturally.
To be honest, I always wonder how, because when I've got friends in Sicily, and the firms in Sicily, I mean, if you walked into like some of the cities with a different strip on, you'd get properly done up. It was in Sicily. The firms over there are brutal, and I knew a lot of guys from Napoli as well, and they were Juventus.
Rangers and Celtic.
Serious.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it was serious business. Like, especially
Celtic thing is really bad, isn't it, Dave?
I had a mate in Italy, and he was a Juventus ultra. He's one of the ultras. But I remember he had his ear got bitten. He had like bite marks out of his ear where he'd been going. He went out for a fight, and someone had like bit his part of his ear off.
So he was an ultra. So he was a Russian football hooligan.
No, he was part of like Italian firm.
No, that's what the ultras are, Russian football hooligan.
Well, that's what they call themselves. They call them Los Ultras.
Yeah, they're Russian. They're not Italian.
Well, they call themselves ultras.
Yeah, but right.
That's that in Italy. That's what they call the firms. They call them ultras. That's what they call them. Like, as in how you define a football fan and another type of football fan. You would either be a fan or an ultra, and the ultras were like proper serious.
Can you remember the Chelsea smile?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
well, I never had one myself, but yeah, I know what it is. Yeah.
Oh.
That was defined by a football hooligan, wasn't it?
Never knew that.
Well, where was it? Right. So it wasn't like, so the Chelsea smile. Let's just give you some context to this, right? It was basically supposedly a credit card, debit card, or whatever being pushed into your mouth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and being smashed into your face where it splits your gums open, right? Okay, it was nicknamed the Chelsea smile. Now, again, I may be corrected, and I am very willing to be corrected on that, right? If I have somehow misunderstood or over our own team. That is something on me. But it has got something to do with a credit debit card shoved into the mouth and smashed back into the fucking face where it cuts the lips open, right? You know, in that there was designated by, it wasn't the government, was it? It was people from Chelsea, West Ham.
People
I
doing
think
it.
it came from Glasgow, to be honest. If I remember right, I think it goes back to like the 1920s or 30s where they used to they had razor gangs, and then it's similar,
yeah.
and that's where the Chelsea smile got.
That was more brutal. That was more brutal.
That's where it came from, and then it was called the Glasgow smile. But then Chelsea, the firm, I think, used it with the credit card, like you said, and adopted it.
Freaking Peaky Blinder boys.
Listen, this is one thing you very misunderstand about us Brits, right? Okay, you know how we do not have gun rights, okay, and we cannot have access to guns and whatnot. You all think that we're weak, vulnerable,
Nope.
and a bit up for the taking.
Nope. I wouldn't make that claim. I would say you just don't have firearms. That's the only thing I would say. I'm not a fool.
Yeah, but we like close combat conflict.
I know.
Yeah. Like if you in America, like if you go out on a Friday night, for example, to a city, is it common to see people at the end of the night absolutely brawling in the street?
I mean, there's bar fights,
but no, like outdoor, because that in the UK, as far as I remember,
brawling in the streets.
We used to have. I mean, every Friday night or Saturday night in a British city, and I don't know what it's like now, because to be honest, I live in Scotland, right up in the Highlands, out the way. But all I remember as a teenager is Friday night. You had to keep your wits about you. You didn't look at anyone the wrong way, because you'd end up just getting into a massive fist fight. And I mean, I remember my mate going out, and he used to just, I went out with like older kids and stuff. Like I was about 16, 17, he was in his 20s. And I just remember him just suddenly turning around and he was having another fight with someone. I remember watching people running towards each other with bottles. And that was just a common occurrence on a Friday night.
The law won't allow that kind of stuff to happen here the same way.
Yeah.
So I think there's a societal evolutionary difference, right? So like you guys stop owning firearms en masse and you turn to brawling, beating the tar out of each other, right? And for us, the firearms still are a thing, and the law will crack down really, really fast on any kind of fight. Even like a bar fight that gets noticed is going to get broke up. But because of that, like you'll see in our high schools, guys going, maybe not in the city, like they'll be at lunch, they'll be going out and bare knuckle brawling, and after school they're meeting up in a huge group to go bare knuckle brawling, and it's different because the cultural difference. I think if we didn't have firearms, we'd do the same thing, because that aggression has to go somewhere, right?
It's got to have an outlet.
Yeah.
Got to have an outlet.
So I think that there's like a difference there, because I think if I don't, it's your guys' culture is so different in that way. Like we have a lot of commonality between our cultures, but there's definitely those divergent parts, right?
It's gone downhill here. Men used to fight, but now you've got this element of knives where cowardice rules, groups rule. Men would stand toe to toe. And you'd have a ruck, you'd go and have a fight. I remember my old man, if there was a kid at school, I remember there was kids that like bullied me, and I'd go home, and my dad, he's old, he was old school from London, and he said he used to drive me out, and if there was a bully, he'd take me out in the car, and he'd say, right, go on, and then I'd go toe to toe with a lad, beat the crap out of the kid, and then he'd go sit back in the car, go home, but he would never have me come home and complain that I've been bullied.
Right.
He'd never ever have it. But now what you've got is kids just stick at each other, which is just tragic.
I think that's also the same. Like when I was growing up, and I'm 41, so when I was growing up, my dad would have told me the same thing. He would have said, if there's going to be a fight, you better beat the tar out of that other kid.
Yeah.
Like,
if you hit them, make sure they don't get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as that.
Yeah. It's not like that now. That won't happen now.
No. Too many groups.
I remember fighting a lot in the elementary. Then, once they found the right medication with the Adderall, I just became like zoned out.
It does that. It does that. Especially if you actually have ADHD, it will do that. It'll calm you right down. That's that whole thing. Like I was telling somebody the other night, they're like, "Oh, I got a Red Bull." I'm like, that doesn't like. I drink energy drinks, but it's like drinking nothing. Like I could drink a bunch of Red Bull and go to bed. I can drink a whole pot of coffee and go lay down. Like it doesn't.
It really doesn't do anything for me. I need the caffeine because if I don't get it, I get headaches.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
Yep. Yo, Trippy, good to see you. So
you see, I need the confrontation. This is what I crave, right? I crave the confrontation, and I don't want it to be like a negative, right? Okay, I just want it to be confrontational. That's all I want it to be, right? Okay, but 9 times out of 10, some people can't take a confrontation as an interaction. They take it as a disrespectful act. Right now, I'm not being disrespectful.
It depends on why and how. Like for me, most of the time, Bricky, you know me. I know you. We're just shooting the shit. We're having fun, right? Come up, go at it, have fun. I don't like it when people come up with actual vendetta. Like if there's an actual vendetta, then I'm like, okay, I don't need that.
You remember, bro, when I stepped out of line, right? Okay, and I admitted this very solidly, right? Okay, because that wasn't the first time I had done something like that, right? It will probably not be the last time, right? Okay, because I am not perfect, right? Okay. I am not perfect in what I do and how I act, right? Okay. But what I am willing and able to do is admit when I'm in the wrong, right?
True.
Okay, I am very able to do that, right? No pun intended with the Abe, right? Okay, but able, yeah. But I've done that, Abe. I came back up. I admitted, and look at where we are now. Right?
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you do?
Never mind, Dave.
What did that come on? If you've what's the word, repented for it, then you should be able to talk about it without worrying. If you admit that when you're wrong, you should be able to talk about being wrong. There should be no shame with it. It should be no shame or guilt if you've been forgiven.
Dave, look, I've got no qualms of Abe explaining this, right? But for me, what do you want? What do you want from us, Dave? Do you want more?
I'm just interested. You're having a conversation, and you talk about how you can admit when you're wrong, but you seem to have trouble talking about it. But you can't talk about it, so you still have an element of ego.
No, not that I can't. Not that I can't. I would rather not.
All right.
Me too. Are you wanting me to?
I don't care, mate. I was just interested. Well, it's not that deep for me. It's not that deep.
Are you wanting me to do it?
Nah, you're right. Don't bother. I'm not really that invested, mate. I don't give that much of a shit about your life to give a fuck. If you want to, you can. But I don't give a shit, mate. You don't worry about it. It's not that deep. I don't care.
Dave, exactly. I can and I will, but it's not that important, bruv.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't care.
It was just a minor incident.
Small.
But it's just with the greatest of respect. You go, yeah, I have no problem admitting I'm wrong, but I won't talk about when I was.
I wouldn't talk about when I was.
I've got no problem being humble, but I won't be humble in public.
Dave, are you still laughing?
No, I've stopped. I'm just doing another invoice.
Dave, come on, that wasn't that funny, was it? Really?
Well, no, it's just irony.
Dave, come on, you never got that much of a win there, did you?
It wasn't a win.
That wasn't that big of a win, Dave. Come on.
Are you amused by irony or not? Are you amused by irony?
No, because it wasn't irony.
It wasn't. So when you're saying you can be humble and then you refuse to be humble, and you say I'm not.
When did I say I can be humble?
Because you said you have no problem admitting when you're wrong. Isn't that humility?
Yeah, exactly.
That's humility, is it not?
No.
So it's not humility when you admit that you're wrong. It's not humility when you admit you're wrong.
It's admittance.
So admittance is the quality of admitting something. Yeah, I agree. But
admitting something. You're admitting something.
Yeah.
Right. What has that got to do with humbleizing?
What is being humble? What is humility?
You explain.
Well,
Make
in my
yourself
mind,
low.
humility is putting yourself low and not raising yourself up to be high, as it were.
Right.
So when you
So-
admit that you're wrong, you're admitting that you are not high. You are lowly. You do
And
things
have I
wrong.
done that? Have I done that?
Well, you said that you had no problem admitting that you were wrong,
Right.
but you didn't
Was I
provide
wrong?
any. But you
But
did.
was I
I don't
wrong?
know. You're stealing my presence. So I'm
But
saying, like,
was I wrong? But was I wrong?
I don't know because you haven't told me what you
Right.
did.
Well, there you go. There you go. So what you're laughing at?
I'm
You're
laughing at the
something.
irony. I'm laughing at irony. Don't worry, mate. Yeah, I'm laughing at irony. When
Now,
people
I mean,
say
you
things
could have
that are
this
contra-
debate now, Dave.
when
you could have
people
this
say,
debate
so
now.
I won't interrupt you
This
while you're
seems to be
interrupting me.
about the right time to have this debate now, right? Now me and Dave are a bit against each other, right? Let's have it.
So basically, if somebody agrees with you and basically fluffs your bollocks like a little porno fluffer and lets you talk or do what you want to do, as long as people do that, you're happy. I'm asking you a question. So if you let me finish the question, you can answer it.
Dave, wait there, Dave.
So if everybody fluffs your bollocks, metaphorically speaking, you're quite happy. But if someone
metaphorically speaking, what do you mean?
Yeah. Well, for example, fluffing one's bollocks, would be, we could call it bumming someone up. That's what we would call it, or
Right,
brown nosing someone.
Brown nosing. Bumming me up, mate. No one's bumming me
Precisely.
up.
That's where my laughter comes from. Because when you say something that's
so
contradictory,
then
you keep interrupting, mate. You keep interrupting, and I'll keep listening to you.
As irrelevance? Why are you using that as irrelevance?
What do you mean?
Bumming somebody up.
Bumming somebody up, or brown nosing.
Why does that have any relevance in the conversation we're having?
Because you asked me why I was laughing.
Yeah. So
I was laughing.
You
ask a question you don't want an answer. Go on, carry on.
Who was bumming who up, Dave?
Well, what? Nobody.
Right.
That's why I was laughing. That's why I was laughing.
So
that's
then
why I was
why
laughing.
did you bring it up as relevance?
Because had I not laughed at you, I would be bumming you up. Because you said something that was contradictory, and it made me laugh because it's ironic that somebody who says they're wrong can't talk about how.
So were you bumming me up?
No.
Right. So then
because I laughed.
Why were you laughing?
Because what you said was ironic, and irony makes me laugh.
So you were bumming us up?
No. That's not the right definition of bumming someone up. Bumming someone up is agreeing with them, being a yes man. I'm not a yes man.
That is the example you just defined to us.
I didn't give you that example at all.
Right. So
the example.
Restate your example.
Okay, bumming somebody up is essentially being a yes man, agreeing with what people say, not questioning them, not contradicting what they say, and pointing out their own faults. That's bumming someone up. When I laughed, I was laughing at the irony in your words, as in you said one thing, but you proved the opposite with your actions. That made me laugh. Therefore, I'm not bumming you up. I'm not being a yes man. I'm telling you, you're contradicting yourself, and that makes me laugh. There you go.
Right. Now you're making a claim. You're making a claim.
Okay, go on. What claim am I making?
I am contradicting myself. In what way am I contradicting myself? Example.
Because you essentially stated that you were humble, as in you have no problem with admitting that you're wrong.
Yes.
But then when the focus goes on to the thing you did which was wrong, you didn't want to talk about it. Which would state to me that you're elevating your ego above your humility.
No, I said I'd rather not.
Yeah, why not?
Right. I will.
Why not? Why not? No, you will now, but why wouldn't you? If you see, you're sidestepping. You're sidestepping what my claim was.
No, I didn't say I wouldn't. I said I'd rather not.
But why would you rather not?
Well, because it would be obfuscating from the actual point.
How is clarifying something that you do not proving your claim that you're happy to admit when you're wrong?
Of how it would be.
What do you mean? Just saying, right, I did this. I was ashamed of it. I did something wrong. This is what I did. That's an example of being humble and actually proving that you feel bad about when you do something wrong.
Isn't that what I've done?
No, you said I didn't want to talk about it.
Right.
Or you won't. You'd rather you wouldn't talk about it.
I'd rather I wouldn't, right? But I will talk about it now.
And I said I didn't care.
Give me an example of what you want me to talk about, right? That was like relevance in that question.
Sorry, can you say that in English?
Give me an example of what you want me to talk about.
I don't want you to talk about anything. It'd be better if you closed your mouth.
What relevance does that have?
To what? To
what you're talking about.
Well, what? The claim that I made that I laughed. You asked me why I laughed, and I explained to you why I
Yeah,
laughed.
right.
And what relevance does that have to you?
What relevance
contradicting
does
yourself?
that have to the claim you're making?
What claim am I making again? Remind me.
Well, you steel man me.
No, tell me what claim I'm
No,
making.
you steel man me. No.
You're not even. You haven't even got an argument.
You're the one making.
Listen,
You're the one
go
making the
back
affirmative.
onto Andrew Wilson's
You're the
channel.
one
Yeah,
making the affirmative.
I'm not
You're the one
making any
making the
fucking.
affirmative.
You're inventing a
making the
debate that
affirmative.
doesn't exist. You.
You're making the affirmative, right? Okay.
No, listen. Stop with all the buzzwords. Yeah, stop with all your debating buzzwords, and actually use your brain and open your ears. Use your ears in the ratio they were given to you: 2 ears, 1 mouth. Yeah. Close your mouth. Open your ears.
Right. I'm listening.
You made me laugh. Thank you. God
I'm
bless you.
listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, good.
Are you going to explain then?
Explain what? What do you want me to explain for you, brother?
Well, what you were waiting for me to be quiet for?
No, I was giving you just a general piece of advice, because what you don't do, you talk more than you listen, and that's why you misconstrue a lot of what happens around your ears.
Yeah, right. Okay. That's a me problem, not a you
Yeah,
problem.
it is.
I'll
And
deal
on
with
that point,
You won't
we
have
can move on, because you can solve that, and then, and like you say, it's probably best you don't talk about it.
All right. So give me an example of why I was wrong.
I didn't say you were wrong.
Right. So I'm right.
I didn't claim you were right either.
Right.
I made
so
no claim. I made no claim at all
What is your point? What's your point?
that hypocrites will be hypocrites.
Right. So you're being a hypocrite by saying I'm not wrong and I'm not right. Okay.
How is that hypocritical to say someone is
Well,
neither wrong
am
nor
I
right?
wrong or am I right?
What is a hypocrite?
Am I wrong or am I right?
I
About
made
what?
no claim. Only you can know that.
I'm right.
Good. See, that's good for you, man.
In your belief, am I wrong or am I right?
About what?
Everything I've said.
What did you say that you would like me specifically to comment?
Everything that was prior said in this conversation.
What? Everything. You want me to make
Yes,
a general
yes,
right or
everything,
wrong claim about
everything.
everything that was said?
Everything.
Nah, I can't. I never made no claim whether it's wrong or right. I just pointed out an is.
Yeah.
Not an or. Not an or.
So then, what is your claim? Am I wrong or am I right?
I make no claim to either. I don't know what you're. I don't really know what you're talking about.
He's just saying you're ironically funny.
Yes, precisely.
Who's ironically funny?
You're ironically funny.
I
Without
tried to
knowing
be
it.
funny,
You asked me why I laughed, and you said you can't find it that funny, and I said
Don't
I
you
can.
dare laugh at me, you little fucking penis breath.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, then I mean, fucking
Gonna
stab
hit me with
I
your
think
intellect, are you? Gonna smack me in the mouth with your intellect? Oh my gosh, I'm worried about that, mate.
That may be one of the fucking things that I choose to do, but I mean, I have other options, you know.
Yeah, of course you do, mate.
Right. So what?
Yeah,
You're
good
gonna
for you.
Smack
Good
in the
for you.
face with me, big long 12-inch schlong.
Yeah, good for you.
Huh? You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Fantasy makes me laugh as well, mate.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd like that,
According
wouldn't
to you, mate, you're the one who
You'd
took
like
it
that,
there.
wouldn't you,
You're the one
David?
thinking about.
David Healy would like that, wouldn't
Hey,
he?
Brick, can I ask you a
David
question
Healy
quick?
would like that, wouldn't he?
Can I ask you a question very quickly? Can I ask you a question? Who is the first person to bring up your
David,
penis
wait there.
and my face? Was it me or was it you?
David, did you just ask me? Could you ask me a question?
Yeah, I did
Right.
indeed.
Now, do it politely and respectfully.
Chris, you ironic little bugger, may I ask you a question?
Wait, you didn't say please.
Oh, don't say please.
No, you didn't say please. So
I don't say please.
Well, then I'm not.
I said may I.
Well,
I said
then
may
I'm
I.
not answering your question. I'm a dickhead.
Never mind. I'll get over it.
Well, fuck yourself.
Oh, bless you.
Say please and I'll answer it.
I said may I. That's simple.
Oh,
That's
my
the same as please, dude.
Well, just say please.
No,
Just
you're
say
right.
please.
You're not that important. You're right. I don't really want to know anymore. I'm bored.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think boredom has set
You're a
in.
bit boring, mate. I'm sorry. You're a bit boring.
Yeah. Well, go fuck off and die oxygen for you.
All right. Yeah. No. That's an intellectual argument there. That's an intellectual statement. I will do that, man. I feel I'm gonna have a little cry as well. I'll go have a little
Calm
cry.
yourself down. You know that I'm poor.
Let me just go and have a little cry. I'm just gonna mute myself while I have a little cry. Yeah.
Yeah, you do that, my friend. Do you want me to cuddle you when you do that?
No, you're right.
Gosh.
Well, shut up, then.
I'll do what you say because I respect you. Oh, wait a sec. No, I won't.
Oh my gosh. What a weird one, guys. What
This
a
is the
weird
thing, like when you get like one English person on a panel full of so many people, there's the enigma of the Britishness. But when you put one against another, and then one of them who confesses himself, and that is, to be fair to you, you are humble in a respect because you did in fact claim that you're thick as shit. Yeah? And you said you're thick as shit in the presence of more intelligent people. Nothing has changed there. So I take back what I said about the irony, because in fact, you have in fact probably proved better that you're humble purely by saying that and admitting that you are thick as shit. And I think it's a beautiful thing when you can be humble like that. So fair enough. No, fair play. I take it back about the irony. Maybe that was just me being a little bit cheeky. Yeah. No, I appreciate your humility, Brick. You are thick as shit, and I bless you for admitting it.
I love being thick as shit. I love it. I love it. I love being the lowest on the card, right? The last person anyone thinks is ever going to be able to see or do anything, right? Okay. But you know what you need to realize, right? Okay. You know the quiet person in the room, right? It's the person you need to watch out for.
But you're not the quiet person, so there you go. That's that out the window.
Yeah, exactly. But there are many people behind me that are being quiet, right? Okay. Just remember that, David. Many people behind me being quiet, right? Okay, willing to take a risk and do it. Me, I'm a horrible, nasty bastard, David.
Yeah, I know.
You already know that, David. I love to argue. I love to have a bit of a confrontation, right? But let's face it, I always win. Always.
Always. But if there's no competition, then how can you win?
Well, because I won.
And have you been stating that you found God? Is that something that you stick by?
Yes.
So how does your what I would take as veiled threats, because the way you speak, I would assume that is some form of veiled threat. How does that align with your faith, as it were, now?
Well, I still have to be forgiven by God for a lot of the things I do.
Yeah.
Right,
do you live a Christian life? Is that something that's important to you?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
So you say you found God, but you're not living a Christian life.
Well, I'm finding God. I'm finding him.
Isn't that just a cope in order to align yourselves with Christians and be trusted?
Well, I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Yeah. Well, I would think that it was the path to redemption. Like, I am on the right path, am I not, if I am believing in these right things? Because if I wasn't, right, I'd be on the wrong path. So, yes, I may give you this, outline that I am a little bit fucked up and I am not doing what is rightfully, asked of me. But I'm going to do this shit anyway, right? And I'm going to find out myself. I will realize, and I'll have to repent for my wrongdoings. But
have you read the Bible, dude? Have you read the Bible?
Have you?
I'm reading it at the moment. I'm getting through it.
Where are you up to? How far?
I'm up at Wisdom of Sirach at the moment. I've read the whole Gospel. I've read the New Testament. I'm going from start to finish. I'm at the Wisdom of Sirach, which is like I've probably got about another. Don't know how long. Probably another.
Do you want to know what
800 pages?
Dave, do you want to know what I am?
Where are you in the Bible, sir?
Matthew 24.
Right, so you're starting at the New Testament and working back, or are you going from the beginning?
I did try Genesis, right? Okay, but then I was told not to. I got a Genesis 14.
It's hard graft.
Yeah. And then I moved away from that, stopped reading it and listening to it rather.
It's hard graft, Genesis. To be fair, the Old Testament is hard graft.
Yeah, it was really difficult. It was, David. It was. What I mean is, I don't do well reading stuff. Listening, watching, stuff like that, that's a bit better for me. Right? Okay, I don't know why it works with us, but that works better with me, right? But other than that, I'm enjoying it. It's very, I wouldn't say fun, but it's like, if you look at it, it's like Game of Thrones on steroids. You know, the Bible.
The thing about the New Testament, you'll probably read it as you get through it, is that knowingly sinning. Yeah. So, like, the whole point about what Jesus said is love God. primarily. Second is love thy neighbor. Those are like the two largest commandments. But one of the things that comes through from the New Testament is that to knowingly sin, so to find God, as it were, to find God, but then to say, you know, well, I'm going to knowingly sin and knowingly do bad things, and then I'll be forgiven later. There's no forgiveness for those people who
that would be where free will and all this shit would, like, for example, if you are like, programmed to do what you are going to do regardless, then you would be like you know, like, exempt of free will. So you are going to do what you're going to do anyway. I don't believe in that, David. Right? I'm still struggling to deal with the information that I have given David. Right?
Because being a Christian's not easy.
David, I'm not like David. Genuinely, my friend, my brother, I am not a Christian. Right? Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, I would love to be able to say that. Right? Okay. But I have a lot of information that I am struggling to deal with and get to an end with. But the Lord Jesus Christ, God, it's hopefully is where I'm going to.
I hope so, man. I really sincerely hope so. I believe that.
But you're still a cunt. You're still a cunt, right? Okay.
Yeah, Lord have mercy on me.
Oh my goodness, you guys are goofball territory.
Abe, I'm off, bro. Okay.
Be good.
Hey, God bless you anyway, Brick. I wish you a good day, my friend.
David, my friend, always my friend. You know, we've came across each other multiple times, right? Abe,
briefly,
you're a legend. You're a legend,
briefly.
Right? Okay.
I am nothing, mate. I am lowly and I am nothing, and that's why I don't really go on as much.
Very drunk. Okay.
I'm not British.
K2, the biggest legend on this platform, K2 Trucking, right? Fuck with him, I'm gonna fuck you up. Right?
Hey, Brick, can I ask you a question though before you go, Matt? Please.
Go on.
Is drink an issue for you, brother?
So, I always say,
because if it is, I really wish that you can address that. But I'm just saying, 9:34. If you're drunk at this time on a Monday morning, I'd say that's gonna be a struggle. And
I'm semi-retired, right? Okay, which doesn't help. Right? Okay, having a financial benefit to what allows you to do what you do, like it isn't good, people. Isn't right? Okay, but
lay off that booze, brother. Lay off that booze, man. Do something productive. It's not going to help you.
No.
It's not going to help you.
I could be on a lot worse stuff than booze, right? Okay. So look, don't
take care of yourself, huh?
Yeah, well, I will. But other than that, right? Go fuck yourself, right? Okay.
No worries, brother. I always will. I always will.
Amazing.
But look after yourself, man. God bless you today. Wish you a good day. Wish you a good week.
Indeed. Well, gentlemen, I think I may go to bed with my lady.
I don't blame you. I think I better get on with some work.
Yeah,
Rage quit.
I appreciate. You quit, you lose. You quit, you lose.
Well, look, take it easy, Abe. God bless you, sir. Have a good Monday with your family. When are the kids on? When are the kids on summer holidays? When do they start their holidays?
They're on summer break right now. So.
Fair play. Well, enjoy the day with your family. Have a great break, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Take it easy.
Sounds good. We'll see you later, Dave.
See you later, bud. Take care.
To you in the chat, I suppose you can go wherever you like. I know Jess is live. I heard Flo was live earlier. I don't know where you want to go, but there's a few lives going. Try to have a good night. God bless. And good night.
knees to the dirt, I bow my head low. The ground shakes with every echo. This world's a storm, a shadowed game. I call your name. I call your name.
Hey, I'm going to bed, I think. Wait, I can't hear you.
No, it already finished the conversation. I didn't want to stay that long there. They all are so indignant, you know.
Yeah, usually. That's true.
They're also morally indignant about it.
Mm,
Always
fun.
the same thing.
Of course. But of course.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to do a live tomorrow, Emmett?
I want to upload the video for the Grace Thorpe debate and download it. Probably download it.
Okay. Can you
I
type
wonder if it's already downloaded.
in chat real quick? Oh, is that Emmett's channel?
Wait. You want me to give you the channel?
I want you to put it in my chat.
Oh, can I do it directly? I think I can. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up the debate, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the. I'll probably do a live commenting on it a little bit. Probably not gonna go through all of it. It's about 3 hours, so I'm not gonna do all of it.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
and yeah, then probably the day after I wanna be doing the GD or the game document design, and be talking about that, and then I probably hit up Espiro and see if we can have like a interview kind of thing.
Okay.
And on Friday, I'm gonna do my journalism. Journalism.
JB, you can put Flo's link in there. That's fine. I don't care if you put it in there. If people are gonna go over to Flo's, that's cool. They can go wherever they like. You can link whoever for them to go to. That's fine. I just wanted Emmett to throw his out so that people have it for tomorrow.
I'm gonna put it so that people can just have it. Yeah. The whole point of what I was gonna say, the whole thing that I was up to say is that I don't like a specific person that was pretty much talking about me, and I just went on and gave them the actual argument so that they could be all morally indignant, and it was funny enough for me.
Yeah, that's always good.
They're like, "Oh my god, how dare you say that?" I'm like, "Well, I'm against abuse. How dare this guy go against abuse and need to have like every single definition like a feminist?"
Right.
There it is.
That's fair.
Go ahead to Flo.
All right.
Yeah, I want to come back. I'm glad I got you before you went to bed. I know you were leaving already, so.
Yeah. I saw you pop in the back. I'm like, oh crap, he's back, and I forgot. So, all right, man.
Well, I went over there and I was like, I need to come back. Yeah.
Yeah. Hit me up in Discord tomorrow before you start so I can pop over, and you post it in the promo too, of course. But
yeah, I will. I'm not entirely sure at what time because I need to finish things for school. So maybe if it's not tomorrow, it will be on Tuesday, and everything will be moved a day except the Friday thing, which is set. Friday thing is set. I'm gonna do that on Friday.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Emmett, God bless you. Have a good night.
God bless you, Abe. Have a good night.
I will see you all sometime. Probably tomorrow. All right, chat. You can go wherever you like. They posted flows in there. You can go whichever channels you want to go to. I'm not going to tell you to go anywhere, but yeah. Have a good night. God bless you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.